Let's just go.
Dude, I'll make a fucking intro right now.
Alright, hey, this is...
Welcome! There you go.
Welcome to the Tinkle podcast, the most unprepared podcast on the internet. I'm here joined by my hosts.
The actual Frankenstein. Okay, the real Frankenstein here.
Don't hit me, bitch.
Joined by our host,
Gunner.
the one who I'm the one who what would you call it? A sigh? What would you call it? Breathing? I'm the one who breathes.
I'm the one who breathes.
He's the one who breathes.
I'm the one who breathes.
Your other host, Quinton Osterhout,
And our special guest, a good friend of ours.
Oh, I'm so special.
told a couple stories.
We
about
told a
him.
couple stories about him, yeah.
Oh, really?
Without using your name.
Why not?
We just called you E.
Well, I would be so famous by now then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But go ahead and introduce yourself.
Well, Eli Valdezi, the cheesy.
Okay. Cheesy.
No, I'm yeah.
Liar, you're not
I don't
made
know.
out of cheese.
I hate cheese, dude. That's what's wrong with that
That
name right
is.
there.
Fuck
I could hate cheese.
It still surprises me every time we go anywhere, and it's always like, oh yeah, let me get 3 tacos, no cheese, and it's like, wait, he doesn't like cheese.
But actually,
bring out-
interesting fact, my mom told me that Mexicans, it's not usually Mexican to put cheese on your tacos. That's a strictly
true.
American thing.
Yeah, that's true.
That
That's a
sounds
Tex-Mex.
about right.
That's a Tex-Mex thing that Taco Bell popularized when they were first coming in.
Wasn't that
That
with
makes that
pizza
sounds about
too?
right.
When they brought pizza from Italy, they were like, this piece of tomato toast is too unappealing, so they threw cheese on it.
Yeah.
What?
Like they threw. Okay, if you go to like Italy, the kind of like they call them margarita pizzas, and the kind of cheese that they put on is Parmesan. They don't put the shredded cheese or anything. It's literally powder, and it's a light powder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I swear,
it's mainly toppings.
I know like a pepperoni pizza in Italy is like something different than
Yeah.
what it is here. It's like
Well, I'm
sausage
sure.
or something.
It's
Yeah.
like our Brooklyn style crust. What we call Brooklyn style is like original pizza is to Italy, and
Yeah.
then for us it's like it's not a pizza because it doesn't have crust.
It's
Italy pizza doesn't have crust.
But it's not supposed to be spongy like pan pizza. It's supposed to be thin and real crispy, like a crunch. You're supposed to get a crunch with your
Ooh,
pizza.
that sounds good.
Right?
It
That's why
does.
people like Brooklyn style. You know, like you don't have had pizza until you went to Brooklyn. You know, like
Yeah.
I feel like it'd be Italy. Isn't that where pizza originates from?
You're right about that, but Americans wouldn't consider that kind of pizza a pizza. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
America's whole thing is stealing things and
Yeah.
calling it American. Like
I think, like
apple pie, cherry pie. Cherry pie's not American.
I didn't really think it
And
was.
that's a very heavy statement.
I
There's
feel like,
plenty
no,
of
it's
people
apple
like,
pie. It's apple pie that
"Ah,
people think is so American.
why
isn't
is it not American? Is
'Cause
it like
it's-
European or
Yeah,
some shit?
yeah, it originates.
Well,
from...
then that's American.
Exactly.
man.
Actually, the
I
funny
guess you're
thing
right
is,
there.
nothing is really strictly American because we're just a honeypot of different cultures
Yeah.
poured into one.
Well, like,
Well, there's
they
some
wanna-
shit that is like American.
Okay,
like,
name one.
I
Name
would
a
say a
dish.
fucking
name-
cheeseburger.
I could
a
name two
cheeseburger.
things, dude.
Cheeseburger.
I could name-
I don't know. I feel like cheeseburgers were
You tell
around
me they have
before.
cheeseburgers in Ethiopia?
What about a nice hot dog? Ethiopia. I doubt they have much of anything in Ethiopia.
Yeah.
I can't.
God, that the amount of segues that were in there that I could have done, but it was like I don't know if I want to end this conversation.
Well,
Well,
Let's
no,
get
we're
back to
still
those
just kind of
tacos thing.
talking. But wait,
Like, let's go back to that
Tacos.
tacos thing. This is something that fucking happens to me everywhere I go because I don't like cheese. I'm like, okay, no cheese on my tacos. I also don't like sour cream. I don't like many sauces. I don't like mayo.
this guy's crazy
I
about
like
sour
ketchup.
cream.
I'm a
I
fucking.
do. I love sour cream.
We were actually talking about sour cream when we were watching Food
You
Wars.
put that shit on a fucking baked potato with
Oh,
cheese,
you're the devil.
hamburger.
You're the
You
fucking.
put some fucking sour cream on there. I don't even like baked potatoes, but that shit is fucking divine.
So you can eat shit food if it has some sour cream on that.
Yeah.
bitch.
Pretty much.
It's like keep your thought, but there was actually a diet I was supposed to go on. It was I know it might have been mayonnaise, but I'm pretty sure it was sour cream. It was a diet where I put sour cream or mayonnaise on everything that
I feel like it was
ate. It
mayonnaise.
was mayonnaise.
Because my grandpa can put mayonnaise on everything he eats, but
Okay.
I can't imagine putting sour cream
Oh,
on
Oh,
everything.
but that's not,
Fuck
that wasn't the
mayonnaise.
purpose. The purpose was to gain weight. So what? Would mayonnaise make you gain weight, or would sour cream make you gain weight? Like which one?
Any food, if you ate abundance of it, would make you gain weight.
If you eat enough apples, you'd gain weight.
My brother-in-law.
But apples are such a low calories.
My brother-in-law
Shut the
Dylan,
fuck up,
he used to train for the MMA. Like he was gonna get a contract and all that.
I actually think I might start that.
You know what he did, right? Like you know what he would do to gain a lot of weight was eat a lot of pepper because it I forgot how he explained it, but it does something to like your internal shit, kind of like
the
how
seasoning.
Like how salt will suck you dry of your water supplies. If you eat some sunflower seeds, you're gonna get really thirsty. You do that to pepper, it'll make proteins attached to your muscles better.
This guy said something really atrocious about other spices.
What other spice? Allspice? What kind of spice?
Or
Allspice.
like other spices. I'm
Take
like,
a look what you've done.
I was saying, what does cumin do? And then I was saying different spices, and then Quinton is like, they're just a different form of pepper.
No, come on. Okay, cumin. First of all, it smells like BO, and it has like a.
I disagree with that. I like the smell of cumin.
Well, I like the smell of it too. That's what I mean. But like seriously, smell that, and then like go online or whatever. People tell you it smells like body odor for certain kind of people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
The same thing with oregano and onion powder.
That's weird.
That's
right?
the thing with when people eat a lot of asparagus and they go and piss.
I do that.
Okay,
And it
can you
smells
smell
fucking bad. Yeah.
See, that's the thing. Not everyone can smell
I
it.
know. I've heard that before,
You
and
have
it
to have
drives me nuts.
You have to have a certain receptor.
Like your haircut,
in your
by the
brain.
way, Quinton.
Thank you. Not really any different, but you have to have a certain receptor in your brain to smell it. I don't have it.
I fucking have it.
You have it?
Yes.
Can you smell asparagus piss?
I don't think I can. I don't think I've eaten
Can you smell
asparagus
asparagus
lately.
piss?
Yes, and I think that's why I can smell the body odor in cumin.
I love that so much. We
Yeah.
have a perfect 50-50. But
Dude, no, but yeah, I've fucking talked to this about, like, with other people, and they're like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm like, what do you mean, what the fuck am I talking about? It's asparagus. It fucking smells bad when you take a piss after eating it.
I love asparagus, and I would eat it. My mom and my sister would be like, "Hey, you guess what? Your piss is gonna smell really bad when you go to the bathroom." And I'd be like, "Really?" And then I'd go to the bathroom, piss, and I'd be like,
It smells fine.
"Yeah, like it smells like it normally does," kind of thing.
Well, it's not like piss smells good to begin with, honestly.
Yeah, exactly.
It just smells
No.
extra pungent. You
That's
know
the
what I mean?
thing. That's
Smells
the thing.
like I don't even know. It doesn't even smell like asparagus,
It's
but it's like,
pickle.
I know.
It's like
yeah, it's like a
pickle.
weird pickle fucking smell.
But finish your taco thought.
Dude, seriously, every time I go to, like, not even just tacos, but like Guadalajara, you go to a Mexican restaurant, and I say I don't like beans. I won't eat their fucking rice. I only eat my mom's rice, because they don't like rice. Is like tasteless.
I like the
Which rice?
What?
Kind of rice?
Mexican
Because
rice, the
Mexican,
red rice.
you don't
That's
like
not like
red
red
rice?
stuff?
I love my mom's Mexican rice because she fucking powders that with the cumin, the oregano, the onion powder, adds some jalapenos, and fucks it up with the caldo de
dude,
tomato.
I really want
with
some
the
Mexican
pollo de
rice right
tomato.
now.
My mom does some of that. I don't think like the last two
white
things. I don't
guys.
think she
See,
has that. in
That's
her
what I
recipe.
mean. Dude. I have very refined tastes.
All right.
But for me having such refined taste, I fucking hate sauces. So like that day we went to Twin to go get those tacos.
Yeah.
They gave us supreme fucking tacos. I thought I was gonna be good getting the cheese off.
They
Had
were-
sour cream and tomatoes.
They were
Fuck.
expensive. They were expensive tacos.
$12, and that's
Where
probably
at?
should have been the first
Taco Bell.
sign.
Oh, that's crazy.
You know, you feel like you'd go up to the Taco Bell thing and you'd be like, "Yeah, I want 6 tacos." They would just be like regular tacos. No, they were supreme tacos.
They gave us some
had
supreme tacos.
They had tomatoes, lettuce, sour cream, a bunch of like extra stuff on it. And
That actually might be a
Oh,
local thing, because maybe like a lot of people who go there in Twin, when they say they want a taco,
They
that's
want
what
a
they
supreme
mean.
taco,
That's
yeah.
what they mean.
Yeah.
If they get like the other taco, they come back and complain.
This
This
shit
isn't what I
is
ordered.
making me fucking hungry.
yeah, but perfect fucking segue. But I can't.
We haven't been a lot. Wait,
Exactly. How's your week been, Juan?
it's been good.
Yeah.
I'm.
Do
Well, you
anything?
know what? Actually, you know what? That's a lie. I guess.
You
The
fucking
Backstreet,
pretender.
the Backstreet Boys got my mom, and she's in the hospital right now, worried about her.
Oh, that world tour hitter.
Yeah, went to visit her.
Shamir. No shit.
Tell me
You'll be
why.
fine. I sneezed on Gunner, and he's
Yeah,
perfectly
his fucking
fine.
bitch ass sneezed all over me.
Dude.
I covered my
Yo,
mouth.
you-
I
It
was
still
like,
fucking got all over me, you nasty bitch!
That's just rude. No, but you
I
want
was
to
like,
talk
I was
about.
like chewing like.
No, it fucking like you went like this, and I was on the right, and it fucking sprayed out the goddamn side, you nasty fuck.
It was
to go
compressed.
downward.
Yes! It was like a fucking aerosol.
There you go, fucking sniper dude.
Alright. I'm sorry, man.
You're not, you fucking liar.
Well, real quick,
We
you
went,
want to talk about people who've been affected? Fucking the big Q. He. This girl didn't tell him before
Who's the big Q?
they actually fucked. The
Big
bigger than
Q.
him.
Oh.
Yeah. He went to go. He's been dating this girl. I forget her name.
He stuck
anyways.
his dick in the world tour, is what you're saying.
Well, it was because they were making out too.
Oh.
You see it?
Oh.
Yeah. So then he didn't find out until the next day when she told him, "I've been tested positive," and she knew like a week before that, and that kind of
for
pissed
the
him
Rona?
off. Yeah.
Dude, I'd rather get the Rona than like fucking.
We're not supposed
I
to
don't
say
know,
it.
hepatitis.
Or gonorrhea or something. That's what I
Can't
told
say
him.
it.
I'm like,
Wow.
at least
But
he didn't get these things like
I like
STDs.
saying the world tour a lot
The,
better.
the Backstreet Boys world
Backstreet
tour.
Boys. World tour.
But like he took the world tour and yeah, she
He got
took him on
front
the world.
row seats.
From what he told me,
Is he positive now?
he went around the world. But he hasn't gotten tested.
Is he feeling any symptoms?
No, but that doesn't mean you don't have it in the system, because there have been asymptomatic people where they don't have the symptoms, but
That's what
still in
that's
the
what
body.
my mom was saying. She was like, like the scary thing is you might have it and not even realize it,
Yeah.
Exactly.
and you're just passing it on without realizing
But
it.
his roommates, like, they had to change how everything works, and now he has to wear a gas mask in the living room and shit like that. Or a gas mask, a fucking mask though. And then they have Lysol, like 6 cans of Lysol.
Oh shit! Did you see my
Yeah.
Nosuke mask?
Dish. No.
I gotta show you it, man.
You gotta show me it after this.
Did you buy it or what?
I bought it. No, Gunner, I rented a mask.
I don't know. I thought you were making it.
I was gonna make it, but like the paper mache thing kept falling apart and not working well.
Also,
It
fur.
wasn't worth the
Doing
effort.
fur would be like
Oh
a
yeah.
hard aspect of that. But anything else about your week?
Might have a date Thursday. Might.
I'm still okay. I'm weirded out by this might part. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Did you set up the date?
Oh, we talked about it, but now it's kind of the clarification that if she's available on that Thursday.
Oh yeah. No, that's basic. That's normal. I would assume for most
That's
people.
pretty normal. You gotta just like with friends, you gotta schedule the shit.
I was gonna say, if you ask me like what I'm doing tomorrow or the next day, I'm like, I don't know. I'll see what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But anything besides that?
Not that I can think of.
Well, I hope your date goes well. Gunner, how's your week?
My
going?
week sucks. My
Yeah.
fucking dog died.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard about that actually.
Yeah, I'm
Dude.
sorry, man.
Yeah.
That's a pretty tough way to go too, cause he was blind.
Yeah.
Like shit. You want to get into details?
No.
Really?
don't.
Are you sure?
No.
A lot of
No.
times talking about it will help.
No, I don't.
I'm surprised your dog's still alive.
Which one, Chico?
Chico is ancient.
Well, yeah, and plus he got hit by a car before, and he recovered. You know what I mean?
Wow,
Like,
is your dog Chuck
well, no.
Norris?
Well, no, that's the thing. Like getting hit by that car is probably why. Like we took him to I didn't. Selena took him to a vet recently just to have him checked because he's so old. He's like 15 now, and so just make sure everything's running good and all that. His organs are fine, but he has hip dysplasia, and his hind legs, they have arthritis. And I'm like, that's definitely from when he got hit by a car, because that's exactly what he got hit. It was the back. He got nailed, like nicked on the back from someone speeding down our road. Yeah.
My other dog got hit by a fucking train once.
Oh shit.
Did it live?
Yeah. He's too stupid to die, man.
that's how I describe Chico.
No, but when he was like, I don't know, maybe 3 years old or so, my dad took him to like some area he was working at or something. And there was like a train passing by, and my dog fucking took off after it, and there was like a step or something that was fucking going by, and it smacked him in the head, and he fucking rolled, and he like gets up and just bolts and fucking takes off running.
He had to run off that pain.
Yeah. he found him like at my sister's house.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, that's Chuck Norris right there.
Yeah.
Because Chico didn't want to eat nothing after that. We had to put him on IVs and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we forced him to stay alive.
Anything else, Connor?
About
no,
your week?
No.
Yeah, I
Just
mean,
work.
I don't know
and
if you
my
want
dog
to
died.
talk
so
about
it
those
sucked.
activities.
What's up with work? Activities.
What activities?
Church activities.
Oh.
I was gonna say because like,
You go to church?
do you enjoy them?
Yeah. They're fun.
Yeah, they're fun.
Well, I've been to church before.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I go to Mormon church, so.
It's really that much different. A lot of community, a lot of shaking hands. What's up? How you doing? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. No, they're probably pretty
shop.
much the same, yeah.
Yeah.
Cause you're inviting me to these things, and like on paper, and just hearing them from you and you being my friend, I'm like, oh, that sounds like a really good idea. Yeah. But then I've gone to church activities before by myself. I've gone to church activities with other people, and didn't necessarily like them. I went to a Mormon one in Pocatello, and
what'd you do? It kind of depends, because there's some weeks where I'm like, that doesn't sound fun. I'm gonna stay home tonight.
It was just like food and games, like yard games.
Yeah.
And I wanted to go as a joke with somebody, because I was like, I dress how I dress and I act like I act. And I went and I just like ended up kind of walking around, eating their food, and then they'd be like, play this game, and I'd be like, yeah, sure. And I'd play the game a little bit, and I'd be like, I'm gonna go do something else.
You were that guy that would crash the party at the park. Like,
exactly.
We've done that before too. Like, okay, there's a party at a park, you go over there, you get a soda, say hi, make friends, but nobody there actually knows you.
Exactly. No, that was the greatest thing. I do remember they would ask me questions like, what chapter are you with, or
what ward?
Yeah,
that's what it was.
What chapter?
Yeah, they would say...
That's a Christian thing. Yeah.
They would say, like, who do you know? And I'm like, fucking nobody. I would say that. I would be like, fucking nobody. And they'd be like, oh. Because swearing's bad.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I don't really give a shit.
What would you say is your typical Mormon dish?
Funeral potatoes, and that shit is good.
Funeral potatoes. So death increases the flavor.
Yeah.
Is that what you're trying to say?
Have you guys had funeral potatoes?
I've had potatoes at a funeral before.
Or they're called Mormon potatoes too, but it's like potatoes, and you might not like it because it's got like cheese and shit all over it.
No, it just sounds like
they're fucking good, dude.
Oh yeah,
they are divine. Every time someone dies, I'm like, fuck yeah.
It's something to be celebrated.
Did your dog get some?
That was...
What did he say?
That was harsh. I don't even want to repeat it. But,
I'm sorry, man.
Get the fuck away from
me. My feeling.
Anything else about your week you want to talk about?
No.
Well, like, what do you work? I don't even know where you work.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Well, he will not say. He doesn't want to say.
Oh, I worked there before.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right.
It's all right.
Well, it's pretty good pay. I had this one fucking bitch. Her name was, I'll say her fucking name, Christina. And she would lie about me. She would lie about me. She would whore us out to other departments, even though we had work to do. It was just a nightmare, dude. And we never got done on time.
Yeah.
It was fucking shit. That was the only shitty part.
I like my department.
I actually think she's in the same department.
Mm-hmm. What?
I think.
Well, that's another thing. It really depends on whether depends on whether or not she likes you or not, and that's fucked up. Especially when you're in a position like that. I
don't think I'm anywhere near this person you're talking about.
That's good.
She's probably not there anymore.
She's also like ratchety, dude. She talks about like sucking dick and fucking men. All the time. All the time. like a dude. You know, and even as a dude, didn't talk about that at work.
Yeah.
You know, that's not what you bring to the workplace.
Yeah. But
is it your turn to tell you about
it is my turn. Phone still broken. Did I mention that last time?
Yeah.
Well, on the Gone podcast.
Or the Gone pod, yeah.
Phone broken, still broken. Hopefully get it Monday. I've been reading a shit ton of books because that's all I have in my life right now. I don't even have music, which hurts my soul. Work's been normal and nothing else really. It's just chugging through days, chugging through them.
You gotta get past the day to get to the next one, and that'll beat down on you if you let it.
Dude, it has. But then I'll when I get to listen to a song, it'll be like, "Stop being depressed, you fucking bitch," and I'm like, "Hell yeah!" And I fucking pump my hands, and I'm like, "I'm done."
Dude, that's healing. That's healing.
Quinton actually likes to play a game with his music.
Yeah.
And it's called Sad or... Well, what would you call it?
Sad or Angry.
Sad or Angry.
Sad or Angry.
Is the next song going to be sad or is it going to be angry?
I had almost 900 songs on my phone. If I counted, like, the albums I had, it was over 1,000.
Oh.
Jeez.
Yeah, no, I had like 4, 5, 6 different albums on that phone.
The connoisseur.
Yeah, and every single one of them you could categorize into sad or angry. And so the game would just be, I put it on shuffle and you guess if the next song is going to be sad or angry. Really fun game because like, it's the first 3 seconds of the song I alredy know.
Yeah.
It's like sad.
We were playing
angry.
that game, they were playing that game just the other night.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. So, I don't know. You don't necessarily have to do your last week.
Oh, dude,
I'll talk.
It's been a long time since I've seen you. It's been a long time since Gunner saw you. He wasn't here last time you came.
Let's catch you motherfuckers up real quick. All right, so I come back from going to Vegas, being jobless over there, right? And a bunch of bullshit happened over there.
Oh yeah.
Leave me in a bad place. But then I came back
Is
here.
your dad all right? Because I heard he
fuck him.
lost his job.
I don't give a shit about
Let him go through it.
You know,
there's a lot.
He's over there using my little sister because she's the only one that has a job now. You know, and so like she's paying all the bills and shit like that. Shit that the father's supposed to be doing. He's over there living on the unemployment from the coronavirus, getting that extra bonus and all that. The reason why he doesn't want to get a new job is because that will ruin the $1,600 he's getting. And I'm all like, and actually recently, and you want to talk about this past week, on Monday Selena called me talking about she needed help and all that, and my dad's check didn't come, you know, and that's how the government works, you know, like you can't. First of all, I don't really trust government. There's some things to do right, but a lot of sketchy shit just to be off. I mean, VAs don't even, like the veterans assistants and like a veterans office and all that, don't even give the people who fight for this fucking country their unemployment.
Yeah.
So why does he think that they're gonna be so humble with him? You know, like so honest and always give you the thing. So what you need to do is find a fucking steady income. That's the goal. The goal isn't the most amount of money. It's about being set up and having that, you know. But let's get off of that for a minute because I go all night on that shit. But what was it? I'm working at this place. Like I was looking for a job. Took a 3-hour walk over there because I don't have a car. 3-hour walk over there to the harvest place. So what's it called? Amalgamated. And from where Julie lives, it's a 3-hour fucking walk, and then another 3 hours back. And I was ready to do that walk every day, and I got a lucky call after I sat there, did the application, put it in, and you know Harvest is always gonna be hiring. So I'm like, I got that job. But then my cousin Petey calls me on the walk back home in the middle of me walking, and he's like, I heard you needed a job, fool. I'm like, what? And so we get to talking on that. I start tomorrow. Fuck yeah, start tomorrow. Work at this place.
Wait, you start tomorrow?
No.
Okay,
like
you just
he told me
you're
start
redoing.
tomorrow.
Okay, I was gonna be like, you told me you've already been working at this job. I'm
Yeah,
confused.
he told me you start tomorrow, so it's like a construction place, but really we do like landscaping, painting. We pretty much do whatever we can. I'd call it a handyman, huh?
You kiss each other?
If you pay me enough.
How much?
Dude, you'd have to talk to my supervisor. He's the one that sets up all the bucket. He's
This
the
is
one
between you and me, man.
Subscribe to Eli's
you wanna kiss me,
OnlyFans.
dude?
Yeah.
That's a $500 deal. I'm a sweet piece. But and that's just for.
I'm weirded out that I know people who have an OnlyFans now.
Don't be.
Dude.
I wish I knew. I wish I could start an OnlyFans.
I
actually
I'm
asked
not
them,
attractive enough.
I wish people would want to see my body for money, you know?
I know.
'Cause I'd be doing that.
Jerk off
I
on
was a
camera
totally
for money or
stacked
something.
Yeah.
chick. Could
Man.
Yeah.
I mean, if I had a girlfriend, then me and her could do that, right? You know?
Right.
Because then that would just be pornography that you pay for.
Okay.
We try shit if you pay us enough. But I'd consider it a handyman company. Like, because we will do pretty much anything we have the tools for.
Yeah.
And that's been going pretty
You have the
good.
tools
But
to fix my life.
this last week we had to go cut some fucking trees, dude. And I'd say they're like fucking more than 50 feet in the fucking air. And my boss is all like, don't worry, I fixed the bucket truck. He's the one that fixed it. Your face, sketchy as fuck, right? I had the same fucking feeling, and he wanted me to go up there, and then before I even got in the bucket truck, he's like, "Don't worry, you don't have to tie yourself down. That's just some random shit, you know." Like he's not all about safety. I had to buy my own safety glasses. No safety glasses. Like yeah, right. And we're always cutting wood. We're always whacking weeds and shit like that, dude. My phone got cracked because I was whacking the weeds, and a weed hit it hard enough to crack my phone. And he wants me to do that shit without safety glasses. So I had to get my own safety glasses. And he told me not to tie myself down.
sounds like a sketchy job to be
That
honest.
does sound sketchy.
It's kind of a sketchy job, but hey, he pays me the highest I've ever been paid before. So you know,
Oh, dude,
which
that's
honestly
fucking
it isn't a
scary.
lot. I'll tell you guys how much you get paid. $11 an hour. That's the highest I've ever been paid in my life. So you know what I mean.
All right.
But
The lock on your door is put in wrong.
What do you mean?
It's fucking sideways. So that right there would be unlocked, right? Or locked.
I could fix that for you if you pay me.
Also, did you notice the keyhole is fucking sideways?
Someone didn't put it in right. What are you gonna do, man?
Well, they're gonna listen to this podcast eventually, so if you want to tell them that,
Well,
That's
I
what I'm
guess
saying.
I just did.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I
there you
thought,
go. You know who you are, W.
I
Yeah.
walked over and was letting Beethoven out.
They're criticizing your work.
I was letting Beethoven out. I look at the doorknob and I'm like, it's unlocked. I tried to open it, wouldn't open, and I moved the thing. I'm like, it's locked now, and then it fucking opened, and I was like, okay. And I looked at the keyhole and it's sideways, like you putting in your key sideways. But easy fix, but it just bugged me.
Oh, but to get back to that,
Your
like,
OCD.
okay, so first of all, we had to drive that
OCD.
motherfucker to Twin. We had to go to Twin because that's where the tree cutting was, and it broke down in the middle of going there. We had to give it some oil, change a few spark plugs, and then we kept trucking. It's still stuck up there. It's stuck in Twin. So, like, because the button, like, everything just fucking broke. And went, okay, I didn't even get to that part. All right, so I tie myself down. He goes off to do some other fucking bullshit. He tells me he's doing another job, but he comes back with McDonald's. So I know that my boss is just fucking off and making us work for him, you know, like a servant. And that kind of pisses me off, too. He's paying me, though. So, I'm up there and I'm almost done. All I have to do is cut off the limbs on the top, and then I can finally start cutting down logs. You know what I mean? Making the base of the tree into logs. And as I'm getting those branches, I hear like a creaking, and I'm like, oh fuck. So I start lowering myself as much as I can, like, and then all of a sudden, crink, a loud ass fucking noise. I drop like a good, I'd say like halfway through the tree, dude. That's like 30, almost 50 feet, right? And if I didn't tie myself off to the fucking thing, I would have flew out of that fucking bucket truck because the rope was holding me like level with it. Bam! And I hit my fucking like right above the abs, right where your guts are, man, on the side of the fucking bucket truck, and I'm like, oh my god, I felt like I was gonna die.
I'll help
I
you
didn't
train
even lower
those
it more.
abs, Quinton.
Yeah, dude, I didn't even lower it more.
Dude, come back, come to the place I'm working at. I'm gonna start.
Oh, he can't.
making. Why not?
Because he
Well,
left there on bad terms.
and like I said, that bitch was lying about me,
Okay.
and I couldn't convince anybody else otherwise.
I was gonna say my department's gonna start paying me $15 an hour. So
Yeah.
Did we tell the Walmart?
That's what
Did
I'm
we
saying,
tell
it's
the
not a
Walmart
bad
story,
job,
the
but-
last podcast, or was that
I
one
get
before?
the what do you want to call it?
One before, alright.
same
Give you
way
like,
that
did we
cop-
lose that?
The profiling, right? The same way that cops think that all black men are going to be dangerous. Like people think everyone that works there is this. You know, like yeah. When it's not that's not the case at all. You get good money there, but and safe money.
it's
huh?
fucking easy.
Yeah, it's some safe money.
It's safe. It's easy. It's good. You get good benefits.
Mhm.
It's great, man.
Speaking of money, I'm not exactly sure on Juan and Gunner's money situation, but me and Eli, we tend to not have enough of it.
Always.
Can't hold on to it,
Never.
and we're kind of used to like the broke lifestyle. I'm broke right now. I have
talk about broke. Yeah.
I have $10, and I've already designated what that $10 is gonna go to.
Mhm.
It's gonna go to a monster, which is so I don't go home and shoot myself in the head.
No, I'll buy you a monster.
And then the rest is gas money, which I need to get to my
Dude, I could
paycheck.
fuck up a monster right now.
Mhm.
But okay, I my experience of being broke is I've always struggled with it. I'm used to it at this point.
From outside?
Yeah, same here.
Oh, okay.
Same here.
What's your situation with money?
Do you want to go around
Have
the
you
circle
have
again,
you
dude?
experienced being broke, Chompy?
Yes. Don't even. Why you even hesitating?
I was thinking on
I
it.
mean, you came to my house for ramen noodles.
But that was when I don't think I was old enough to have a job yet.
Yeah, but
then.
that in itself is the same thing as being broke.
Yeah.
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 Like
So when I stayed at my grandpa's and Eli's family, the troopers that they are, they gave me food because sometimes I'd go entire days without eating
yeah, and I didn't
because
even
my
know
grandpa
for the
had
longest
nothing
time.
to eat.
Yeah.
I didn't know for the longest time. It's because your grandpa likes to party.
I mean, sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's partying as much as he used to.
Mm.
My mom actually told me a funny story when she was at the bar with him. A girl went up to him and called him daddy.
Hey, papi!
Yeah, there was
Like that,
something
right?
like that,
Yeah.
and my mom's like, daddy, and there's like, oh, is he your daddy too? Like, I'm his actual daughter, and then she like backed off.
Damn, dude. But yeah, no, it's just
I guess my grandpa was simping.
to give your grandpa some credit, he had already raised his kids.
Yeah.
But you were in a tough situation to where if you had gone to Texas.
Well, it was after I came back from Texas.
Well, yeah,
I believe.
yeah, and you were telling me that some of your credits were already gone because of that, and then if you were to go back, more credits were gone. You would have had to gone to school for a couple of years after that.
It would have been one extra year, and it was like, fuck that.
Yeah. See, so it's like either stick it out.
We actually talked
and
about
finish
that in
out.
an earlier podcast.
Yeah.
My experience in Texas.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
So you kind of had an early relationship with being broke, and then once you got a job, it was like easy street.
And with the funny thing, I'm not going to say any names, but the one that kind of taught me about being responsible with money, they themselves aren't very responsible with money.
a false exemplum. He experience gave, like, he's like, I have experience with fucking it up. I know how not to fuck it up now.
See, that's
too late for me.
That's how I feel. It's like if someone wanted to come to me with money advice, I would be able to give it, but it's like I show others the treasure that I cannot possess, kind of thing. But
I
so
Avengers.
any more being broke stories at all?
I mean, there were times I'd be worried about money because, you know, the job I had in Pocatello would like start cutting my hours, and because the other roommate I had didn't have a job, his girlfriend didn't have a job.
I feel that right now, dude, because they cut my hours just on Friday, like every Friday for some reason. And this time it was because he's like, I'm gonna go gold hunting. You want to come? I didn't want to go into the mountains for days, but like he'll cut us short, like my paycheck short, hours to work, and we have jobs to do. Metal roofing. We had a painting job. We're behind, but he still cut us off short so he can go do that, and that worries me because that's my paycheck that goes short. I don't have those hours.
Yeah.
So I feel that, dude. When they start cutting the hours, it makes you nervous.
I was going to say, do you have any other kind of being broke moments? Any lessons or anything else that you can remember from earlier? That you can remember?
Dude, you got to start saving the shit and invest. Like, you really have to, like, if you're not going to want to get a second job, which is really fucked up. I mean, even McDonald's has this thing, like, you get hired over there, and it sometimes still isn't even enough. I get taxed, but that's the thing though. He won't give us. He gives us checks or cash, and we gotta choose that. But he won't do direct deposit.
Why are you laughing?
That's just a funny question to ask.
Is it untaxed? No, I'm taxed. And go ahead and say that out loud. I mean, what? The FBI's listening to this, and they're gonna come get me.
I don't know.
The poor motherfucker that's living with his sister.
The IRS.
Yeah, dude. No, it's taxed though. And I know that for a fact because you count the hours, and then you count Idaho's like rate of taxing on the paychecks and stuff like that. Go online, they have a calculator for that shit, so you can tell what you're gonna get before you even get your paycheck.
Yeah.
And I do that; it always matches up. So I know he's not doing anything illegal, and that's the first thing I checked when he told me cash or check, you know, because that's sketchy as fucking itself. But he told me it's because he doesn't even have an accountant. He doesn't have a secretary. You know, it's literally just a bunch of guys with tools. Yeah. Yeah, and he's licensed to work, and that's it. Like, he's licensed for, what do you call it, a company's license? Yeah. Like, yeah. So.
Better Business Bureau.
He's your pimp.
So, yeah, and I told you before, I feel like a slave, dude. Like, yeah. He'll pimp us out, and then he'll go fuck off.
Exactly, he's your pimp.
I mean, I'm using his shit though. But I'm also learning a lot. I never knew how to do flooring, painting, all that. I never knew how to do any of that.
You gotta train me, Sensei.
I get trained, yeah.
Because that was actually one of our first topics in one of our earlier episodes.
Yeah,
our first,
a skill or a trade that you would want to learn.
Yeah, and that's what I'm doing.
During quarantine.
I'm learning
Is it
a
one
trade.
that you would want to learn?
Well, you can make a lot of money doing it. Like, what I wanted to do was make a game. That never worked out. So, you know, give up on your dreams and start surviving. like, yeah. Of course it would be an indie game. I'm making it myself.
Indie game's not a category that you purposely put yourself into. It's a category that you
Dude,
are.
I'm gonna make a AAA game by the end of this year.
Right
now. Okay, yeah, no, dude. I was thinking that, and then when I first started, I was thinking that, and then I figured too ambitious, and that's actually what kills a lot of people's games.
What did you want to make it with?
I was using the Unreal Engine. At first, I was using Unity, but
you should have got in contact with me. I know how to do that shit too.
Right, dude?
Collaboration.
You want to do it again? Actually, I would too, but a lot of the work I have is over there in Vegas on a broken down computer. And that computer I made from junk parts with Anthony. Remember Anthony? And we were hours with the fucking soldering gun getting all these parts from and we were stealing them too. We were fucking G-Base. In their junkyard, dude. I was taking people's junk and making it into workable...
I mean, is it stealing if it's already in the junkyard?
Well, that's why they have it in the junkyard. Is that way they can take parts.
From it.
Yeah, and I took those parts. So, yeah, it's stealing. But what are you going to do? I was like 16 at the time.
Yeah.
Too late to get me now.
Yes, Quinton.
Do you have any experiences with being broke?
Nah.
No?
Nah.
Spoiled.
Silver spoon in this guy's mouth.
Boom. I mean, I still live with my mom.
Jesus.
The cramps.
Are we still recording?
For our listeners.
What just happened?
Oh, fuck. My leg's cramping so bad.
You gotta stretch before you wrestle.
For our listeners.
Oh my god, that hurt so bad. I was like having actual fun and then that happened.
For our listeners, Chompy insulted Gunner, and Gunner decided that it was wrestling time, but apparently gave himself a Charlie horse or something.
I did.
I mean, Chompy works out, man.
My legs are fucking weak or something, dude.
Remember to stretch before you have sex. Please.
Dude, I'll have to. Yeah,
I imagine you get a Charlie horse while you're inside somebody. You're like,
and they're like, oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. I'm like, no.
You're like spasming and shit.
There were legs squirming. Our phone got knocked down to the ground. That's gonna be fun to listen to back to.
Well, to be honest, you guys, if you want better audio, I have an actual booth mic. I got it when I was over there in Vegas.
I was actually looking at one at Best Buy.
Your Uncle Junior gave me a bunch of shit that he doesn't use anymore. Even his desk, a bunch of paints, some canvases, drawing.
Oh damn! You starting to draw or something?
Well, I'd still draw just for fun though.
Oh.
The motherfucker showed me up in.
Oh dang!
Yeah, he drew a shitty ass Mario, and I'm like, okay, my turn.
I actually reordered Soul Eater so I can have a working copy again. And we should, since you're here, we should binge it again.
We could.
It's October, man, and that's like the.
Dude, that sounds awesome.
It's 2 days.
Well, 2 days straight.
Yeah, no breaks.
Dude, I have a topic that I'm spontaneously coming up with.
Okay.
What should we do for Halloween this year?
I'm taking my niece's trick or treating. I'm the only one that can.
Which makes sense.
Eli's out, so what are we doing?
Me and Quinn were planning to go hit up a bar.
Yeah.
You gonna dress up?
Yeah.
Of course.
I was gonna say we should.
It's gonna be a no-skate, man.
I was gonna say we should go around and say what our costumes are gonna be, because mine's changed a little bit.
Mine might change. I'm either gonna go as a Jedi or a Plague Doctor.
Oh yeah, and you were gonna be a Nosuke?
Yep.
Plague Doctor would probably be cooler.
It would be cooler, but the stuff I'm looking at is like
expensive,
$300 bucks for my fucking costume.
This
so
could
I'm
be.
like, ugh.
Dude.
Wow.
I mean, a Jedi is pretty much a dude in robes. So,
I know. But you can get a
bathrobe.
freaking costume for like $60
Be
on
Daredevil.
Amazon.
Yeah.
Why would I don't want to be Daredevil.
Yeah. It's like, why would
That's the cheapest car, dude. I did that last year, like day of when you invited me to the bar. I just went to Walmart. I got a black long sleeve thing, got some black pants, and then went to the fabric store and got some black mesh fabric, and then just tied them like I'm Daredevil.
Yeah. I'm gonna be a nun.
Like a sexy
Yeah.
Like
no,
a
not
eyes, short skirt. No,
that was the thing about it, because it's like a legit nun costume. Like, it's just like the full on robes and everything. And I was like, I'm gonna wear some fucking sexy stockings underneath that.
Yeah.
Pull that up. But
why though?
I've been cross-dressing for the past 2 Halloweens.
Oh. I thought maybe like a creepy nun or some shit. I don't know.
Nope, just a nun.
If you're gonna cross-dress, Halloween's the day to do it.
Yeah, that's
Or Comic-Con.
Or Comic-Con.
Or Comic-Con, I guess.
But Yeah, that's just my thing where it's like...
It's Comic-Con a holiday. Everyone can participate.
Fuck yeah. To me it is.
Okay.
I find it funner to cross-dress than just normal dressing up. And then also, personal reasons, I guess, I cross-dress. Not because... I'm not in the closet. I swear, I'm not in the closet. But it's just like, things from the past just like made me go like, because of this, I'm going to start cross-dressing. So I've been the sexy cop. I've been
Sailor Moon.
I like that one. But since it is,
I remember
you should go on fucking Omegle and like kind of do like sexy little movements and shit. And then when they're like, "Oh yeah, baby," you fucking turn around with like your fucking beard and shit, and just fuck with people.
Dude,
so like his backside.
Yeah, he's like,
I think they'd be able to tell he was a guy.
Mr. Call actually said something weird to me that I'm like, well, I guess so. But like,
Mr. Call, the art teacher.
Yeah, because we were doing face and figure, and I was the model for that day.
Okay.
And he's all like, you have a really good structure if you were a girl. I'm like, what?
That sounds like something he'd say. I miss that guy.
Yeah,
but as a man, you look hideous.
Yeah, even back then I had a mustache and beard. I had facial hair pretty early on. But he's like, no, it's your hips and your back arch. And I'm like, really? And that's not the same. I've been sleeping on the floor since forever ago, so that's not the same as it used to be. But apparently, I had a girl's physique. So I could have pulled it off.
Dude, I fucking miss that guy.
I do too.
He was a cool teacher.
Do you?
I email him from time to time.
I don't know his email, so I can't do that.
I miss Mr. Sparks.
Dude, we should like break into Minico and just go see him one of these days.
Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't mind breaking into Minico.
No, I don't think. No,
it'd be very easy.
I don't want to be on some fucking list. I
just like go in the main office. Say I'm
CSI
here.
Too.
Hey, I'm here to see the art teacher. I'm here to see. I say the Mr. Call, and then they give me the visitor pass, and then I just go visit him.
Really? You could do it legit.
I mean, I haven't done it this year because of the fucking Backstreet Boys.
Dude, we should do that when this shit's over. Both of us.
Yeah,
that'd be awesome.
So since it is October, you want me to watch Soul Eater?
Yeah.
Do you consider Soul Eater a Halloween?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a
absolutely.
Exactly
we binged it in 2 days.
What are you even talking about, Quinton?
Death City is where they're at. Come on. It's skulls everywhere, fucking mess.
What's it called?
The skulls. Everyone wears the skulls.
Death City.
Yeah.
Death City.
That's just edgy.
I have not watched Soul Eater in a while.
Edgy.
That's just edgy. That's like saying Bleach is a Halloween
anime.
The
first thing they fight is a witch.
Exactly.
The first thing, they're out for witches, first of all.
Yeah.
But like the first thing they fight is a cat that looks like a witch with the witch hat and all that.
Pumpkins.
And
I thought the first thing they fight is that Freddy Krueger
I just brought this up
motherfucker.
to talk about it because it's like, if Soul Eater's a horror or Halloween anime, what other ones can you think of? Because I imagine some people would say another. I would say no.
Another anime I consider a Halloween anime. What would you say? I don't know.
I kind of consider something like Final Destination.
Dude, I want
another. No, I don't consider another's a horror, but not like Halloween. But then Halloween is a time for horror, so
I want a Soul Eater Brotherhood fucking series.
I do too.
That'd be cool.
Did you read the manga?
Like Soul Eater not?
Yes.
No. Just something.
I was pissed at that.
Yeah, Soul Eater not didn't really go anywhere until the end, and the end was okay.
I mean, it was insane to see that the statue in the head incident was a lot more intense than Maka and Soul think it is in the original Soul Eater. Like they
said, the Statue of Liberty was stuck in his head. It was like a literal like 4 or 5 foot statue.
Yeah.
But in the anime, you see him like that, and it's like a small statue in the head.
But like his whole upper body was crushed. Like that's why he's a zombie, dude. Like he was murdered.
Frankenstein. It's like
Yeah, no. I totally am in support of it being a Halloween anime. I just.
But Soul Eater not. I wouldn't consider it a Halloween anime.
No.
I think
Lord Death never makes an appearance in that anime, does he?
That was a surprise too. No, he doesn't.
I thought he was going to show up at the end and explain the premise of like, this is like, you just caught a witch's soul.
But no, they just have it on a little string.
And the fact it was Medusa's sister too, or other sister.
Yeah, that should have been a pretty big plot point.
I actually thought she was going to get away. Like, she's going to get away and then we're going to see actual Medusa and she's just going to murder her. But nope.
Yeah, it sounds like Solely or Not could have done something, but they never.
But Solely or Not, like the Not class is just people that can turn into weapons, but that just wants to live a regular life.
Yeah, no. It's like, God. It's like so many things. Like
it's a harem.
It'd be like My Hero Academia.
Those 2 girls are after her.
I consider it a slice of life.
Yeah,
I guess so.
Because it's more about like how would you live life if you're a weapon? How would you live life if you were a Meister? And you didn't want to fight witches.
Story.
Then why the fuck are the Meisters there? What do they have to learn? In the Not class.
And that's what I'm saying. I think that that it's a little confusing that it's like they're training them to get into the Eat class. You know, they're trying to get into the special events talent. What's up, Gun?
I was like worried for a second. But
to go off, do you guys ever think, like you were saying, when this is all over, you're gonna go see him? When do you think this is gonna end? I mean, honestly,
I'm thinking around December.
And I'm thinking.
I mean, we've been every time. I'm also thinking.
I mean, they probably said that shit after 9/11. I think it went back to normal after like a year or so.
Well, no, like
airports were never the same again.
Airports aren't the same, but
not even that. Even just like the actual security, like now every business has a camera. Every business has a camera. That was never the case before that.
Mm-hmm.
Is that because 9/11 or because I don't know?
Because of fear, and 9/11 like showed that fear of strangers, foreigners, the people that come in and out. Especially on trains, planes, and over the fence. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Terrorism. People thought they weren't terrorists, but there's always been terrorists.
Yeah, it was like people thought that they were safe in America, and then it was like, oh, we're not.
There are no cats in America.
We're just like the UK.
Yes, there are.
You know, someone can bomb.
Travis has 2 of them.
I like that reference. That was a good reference.
He got the reference. You didn't get it.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
It was the mouse.
Is it American Journey? Is that what it's called?
The Rescuers.
No. It's
similar.
It's like an American Journey and all these an American Tale, and they're going like there are no cats in America.
Yeah. That's an American Tale. Yeah.
And it's like I want to say it's like a symbolism for like the Jewish people during the Holocaust or something.
Yeah, it's something to that effect.
You know what's a weird fact about America?
What?
Like the continent? Horses were native to America, but then they went extinct.
Yeah.
And when the Europeans came in, they reintroduced horses.
Yeah. Well, and that's why it's illegal to eat horse meat. It's illegal. You're not supposed to be eating horse meat here in America.
I feel like you can. It's just
if you don't get caught.
What is it? USDA?
I mean, I can kill someone, but
well, that's what I mean. You can't get caught eating horse meat. Like it's poacherism. It's You're poaching if you're eating
I've
horses.
heard people eat horses though. I don't know. That's weird.
It's okay to make them into dog food and glue though.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Just think about that every time.
I don't think they make horses into glue anymore.
You're feeding them horse.
No, they like 3M. Oh no, M3. They make better adhesives and they don't use any
horse glue.
Yeah, and it's all artificial.
Yeah.
They make it in a lab.
Yeah.
All right. So going back to the topic of.
You ever think the world's gonna go back to the same? Because I don't. not without a vaccine, without people actually being immune to it. At the very least.
Okay, well,
like it's gonna be years before people actually build up an immunity to this new disease.
Yeah.
Because think about the measles, smallpox, China flu, Spanish flu, like.
China.
That was a thing.
Yeah.
But like, there's a bunch of flus that we had before, and everyone wears masks and all this, and then either a vaccine comes out or immunities are built up, and then things never go back to how they were. I think by the time that this all blows over, the world's going to be a different place. Things aren't going to be back to how they were.
I don't know, man. If you turn the fucking news off and you just kind of like
I don't watch
go
the news.
outside, it's kind of just the same, I feel like.
But go to Vegas. No, go to Vegas. Everyone's
wearing a mask.
No one's allowed. You're not allowed inside anywhere without a mask. They'll straight up bounce you out.
Yeah.
People with guns, like they have security people with guns, and they'll tell you to get out or we're arresting you. Like yeah. So it just depends on also population density.
I think
where
that,
you're at.
I feel like that's what's going to change, and it's just the simple fact that if you're sick, you wear a mask. Because other places do that, and it's like, we should be doing it because it's smart. Because if you have a cold or the flu and you don't want to spread it, but you still go outside, it's like...
It's funny because I just feel like everyone looks like delinquents with the masks on, because I think of all the anime I've seen, and they always have delinquents wearing the masks in anime.
Yeah, your face can't be seen. But are you guys more like conscious of germs and shit like that, a little bit more germophobic, because I am after
Not
living
really.
in Vegas.
Nope.
See,
I kind of want to get it just so I can fucking build that immunity up.
yeah, but you might die.
I mean, and I might not. There's like a 99.06% chance that you'll live.
And that's the biggest thing is that...
And we're all fucking shut down from it. It doesn't make sense from... I don't know.
Yeah, from a number standpoint, it doesn't make sense, especially in rural areas like this. But for me, my mom literally, her thyroid's broken. Graves' disease. She has an autoimmune disease. So, like, she gets infections all the fucking time. Not even just normal infections, you know?
Right.
So, you gotta be extra careful for those kind of people.
Yeah,
Older people, the young.
I don't know.
You know?
It raises the question, too, of, like, are we gonna do this for fucking everything? When there's a flu outbreak, are we gonna fucking shut everything down?
And that's what I was saying. People are gonna be more conscious just of even the flu. Now, and he's like, now everyone's gonna wear a mask when you're sick. They don't even want to spread the common cold.
That's fine, but, like, I'm not sick. Why do I have to wear a fucking mask? Because I'm getting sick of the fucking mask shit.
That was another thing that my dad was my dad said was that how we have flu season and cold season, we're gonna have
Corona season.
Yeah,
probably.
And it doesn't survive in the cold. So like winter is
I thought it.
Winter.
Dude, they don't even know what the fuck. Because I've been hearing it survives in the cold or it thrives in the cold. And then I'm hearing it doesn't, and it's like, no one fucking knows.
Well, I've heard it can't survive the heat.
I've heard that too.
No, it can't survive the heat. Here's the thing, is that I was looking at it, it could barely even survive in the air for long. And it has to do with its genome, and people were saying it was man-made and all that. So, like people well, first China released the actual DNA, the genetic makeup of it, and then people started going to work on that motherfucking thing, trying to find out where it came from. So you trace those all back, the what do you call molecules and inside the DNA strand, and then they found out where it came from. I forgot what animal it was.
A bat?
No.
It wasn't a bat?
A pangolin?
Here's how it happened.
Because South Park fucking was doing that.
Yeah, well, it was a different kind of animal that eats bat shit and hangs around bats, and then that animal already spreads diseases to us. Like, that's the animal that spreads it to us. So, like, it mutated between two different animals to get to us, and which is actually how the Spanish flu happened. You know, pigs got it from chickens, and then the pigs gave it to us. So and they're like, it's not man-made because it's actually horribly. If it was man-made, it's horribly done. You can make a better virus pretty much because it's easy to kill and it's easy to stay away from. The only thing that's wrong with it is that it hangs out at the rim of your nose and in your mouth, and it's very contagious. That's it. So it's like the cold. The cold is just as contagious, and it hangs out in your. It takes like one little speck.
But I don't know. It still raises the question: we're gonna shut down every time there's swine flu was a fucking thing like 10 years ago.
Yeah,
in middle school. We didn't shut the whole fucking country down for it.
Yeah, and that's what I mean, dude.
And like someone like me, I'm fairly, or like all of us, we're all fairly healthy. It's like, why can't I just get it and fight it off? And get that herd immunity.
Because they don't want to risk you spreading it to others.
That's the difference. This is the first virus that's as common as the cold. That's as contagious as the common cold. Like getting the strep throat, getting the flu, and all that. You might even someone might cough right in your face, and you might not even get it just because it died before it can reach your lungs. So but it won't die if it gets inside your membranes. It's very delicate where it needs a perfect kind of environment. You know.
Yeah.
So if it's too cold, too hot, it'll kill it. If you Germ-X, kill it. You know, like it's not a super virus.
What if it's like the 0.1% that Germ-X doesn't kill?
Well, it's been proven it's not that. The common cold is literally that percent.
Really?
Yeah, you can't kill it with Germ-X.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Isn't that crazy?
You know, when I was a kid, I think I always read that and thought if I put more, it would probably kill 100, right?
It has to do with, and that's the thing. I forget when, dude. I hear a bunch of shit on other podcasts and I read some shit, but like the common cold might have been man-made. Like, yeah, that's what they're saying.
It's old as fuck, though.
Yeah, it is.
How does that make sense?
Because it is
time travel.
It literally wasn't as contagious. It wasn't as like deadly as it was like in the 1800s, and then it gets into the 1900s when people start figuring out genetics and all that.
Yeah.
And they find out that it looks like it's perfectly made. But there's a certain point where it was more deadly than it is. Like it became more deadly than it was before.
Yeah,
So,
well, viruses mutate.
Yeah,
they do mutate. Yeah.
So he could have mutated, but they're saying it looks too perfect. It just looks too perfect. So maybe the common cold is that one that mutated into the perfect thing.
That goes into like.
So
the
like
whole...
those are theories. Those are theories.
Yeah, that goes into like the.
You
whole
think Trump has a good
thing.
immunity to it?
That brings up
Probably.
snowflakes.
Dude, they fucking babied
like,
Trump. They gave him like steroids and.
I was
all
gonna
that
say
shit.
if we were gonna talk about coronavirus, talking about that where Trump gets the virus and then he recovers from it in 2 days.
It's because he had the money to get the steroids and stuff like that. You know the reason why a lot of people died at the beginning of this outbreak is because there literally wasn't enough supplies.
Yeah.
Literally that. That's it.
Because everyone fucking went to Walmart and bought everything.
Well, no, we're talking about steroid shots. We're talking about the steroid shots, antibiotics,
because we shut down from China, right?
No, well, it's more like the supply line from China wasn't as big as we could have made it, and like not even just from China, Switzerland, other countries that give us that shit. The supply lines between each other aren't like, you want to imagine like a cord. It wasn't a big enough cord to let enough through. You know,
right,
so like it was trickling in, but there's too many people being sick. Some of these people aren't going to be treated.
I'm gonna get a little political here. I think America needs to fucking make our own drugs. Like, I don't think we should rely on other people, because like when this shit fucking went down and we like cut off trade from China and like wherever. It's like there were no fucking like Tylenols on the goddamn shelves, and it's like because all that shit came from fucking China. It's like, why are we?
Because they use slaves. They use slaves to make that shit.
Yeah.
So like that's the biggest thing is like if you really want to talk about making a world where you could have resources shared along.
You know what else is really fucked up?
You gotta solve all those kinds of problems.
You know what?
Humanitarian problems. Well, yeah, you gotta find a way to pay the workers that to live a livable job, and then America wouldn't have a problem with taking that in, right? That's the only reason that people are against getting shit from China is because it's made by kids enslaved for a quarter a day.
You know what's fucked up?
Sweatshops.
Has anyone seen the Mulan remake?
Yeah.
No.
You have?
My mom said
Dude,
she loved it.
I heard that like most of the actors were from like Chinese concentration camps.
Yeah, you're right about that.
That's dude, fucked up.
And those shots, those wide sweeping shots you see of China, they like you see an unedited version. You literally see some of those sweatshots in the background. You see smog shooting up out of them, and then Disney edited it out because it doesn't look nice, does it?
Right.
So it's literally edited out. The Tiananmen Square type shit, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't shoot a movie in China without seeing some of the.
Plus, they made Mulan a Mary Sue.
I heard that too.
She doesn't
she has like magic or some shit.
She's not Rock Lee and perseveres. She just has the ability.
Dude, I have my.
She's not Rock Lee.
Disney
She's
right
Neji,
now.
and no one likes Neji.
I don't like fucking Disney anymore. I have issues with them. I really do.
Yeah. Disney.
They have this weird
they've always been an evil corporation. From the get-go,
it's only now I'm seeing it though, Eli.
And from the get-go, they were always out just to make money based off of people's nostalgia and dreams. Like literally, like how the lottery says we're selling you a dream. Disney's selling you a dream. like a little bit of imagination, you know. And not to say that the people that work there are horrible, but like the company in itself is pretty horrible.
Yeah, it's pretty horrible.
Horrible business practices.
Exactly.
Like, I'm not gonna blame some actor playing fucking Cinderella at Disneyland.
Yeah.
You know, they're not evil. They're probably enjoying the job and making people happy, kind of a thing.
I'm not gonna blame the artist who thought that Wally looked cute, you know, and designed him. You know,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna blame that guy, but
I'll fucking blame that dude at the top who's making
like
billions of fucking dollars.
That's a cute robot.
Yeah.
How can we use it?
They're still coming out with Wally toys.
Yeah.
Are they?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Because I see commercials for them.
Dude, I was like a kid
Still.
when that shit came out.
They're all about making a franchise that can last as long as possible.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And they can sell as many products
That's
as possible.
fucking crazy.
They just
Wally
come out
only
with a
had
new
the
toy.
one movie.
They just come out with a new toy. That's all it
And
is.
they
That's so
squeeze
weird.
it. Squeeze it, dude.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's what they're milking Star Wars.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Only reason why they even bought Star Wars because they know there's a lot of fans and they
Well, exactly.
they can not even from the movies.
They didn't give two shits about
Well, yeah.
comic books until they became profitable.
They weren't even thinking about the movies in themselves. They were just thinking about getting the new kids. That's why a lot of old fans don't like the new movies But a lot of little kids like those new movies, and it's because they were pandering to the new generation. That way they can have people to buy more Star Wars shit for longer.
I mean, that's fine, but I kind of have an issue with, like, I'm going to go off this. Raise and Mary Sue. I'm just saying it and putting it out there.
Well,
but it's fucking true. Like, she doesn't train at all. She doesn't get a goddamn scratch on her until the last, like, fucking scene.
Yeah.
And it's literally just scratches. It's like, what the fuck is this?
It's supposed to be a kung fu movie.
Dude, I want my characters to bleed a little bit.
You count Star Wars as a kung fu movie?
Choreographically, yes. Absolutely.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Also,
they fly around. They get into these really well designed fights. Like
another thing, I'm bringing back.
You know, Touchstone. You remember that like at the beginning of certain movies, you see a touchstone, the stripes, and it's like doo 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 doo.
I think
that's
so,
Disney.
Yeah.
That's literally a Disney movie because they wanted to make aged up shit where you could show an ass cracks, people kissing and romances and stuff like that, and that was all literally just a marketing ploy. That way they didn't ruin the Disney brand for family friendly, but they also get more money for those other kind of demographics. It's all about
Disney is umbrella.
I think Disney owns Pulp Fiction.
Really?
Yeah, I think I heard that somewhere. They own, like, the company that produced it, I think.
Yeah.
Probably.
Well, they also own porn industries, too. You guys ever heard of Naughty America? That's Disney making porn. Yeah. There's a certain porn studio called Naughty America, and that's Disney making money off of the porn industry.
I don't know about
look
that.
Into it.
I will have to.
Yeah.
I know Nintendo owns a couple pornos.
Yeah, but they bought those out. That way they never get released.
Yeah. But they still own it.
Actually, yeah. Well, and you want to talk
you can
about?
Probably find it online somewhere.
You want to talk about some dirty shit that companies do nowadays? I truly believe that the new higher ups at Nintendo don't love video games like Satoru Iwata or like Reggie Fils-Aimé.
Or
Bowser,
Shigeru Miyamoto.
Well, Shigeru Miyamoto's still there, but he's not one of the executives that decides the company's positions.
Right.
They go to him for ideas. So he's one of those artistic types. But like let's take the shops for instance. You look at the Wii shop back then. They had excellent music. It was all originally designed, and every month and stuff they had new designs like Mario and shit like that. Mario would run across the screen and stuff. And they only recently did that for the 3D Mario release. But like before that, it didn't even have music. The Switch shop didn't even have music. It's just and it runs all fucking slow and shit. And they don't care as much. Even on the Nintendo 3DS, that shop has classic music playing. It switches between classic music and all that. Everything's well designed. They have all these taglines and stuff.
You're talking about the Switch or the Wii? I'm kind of confused.
The 3DS now.
What do you think
of
of Steve?
Shop. But like the Switch shop has none of that love.
Okay, you said the Wii, so I was kind of.
Well, yeah, because he was saying the Wii.
The Wii had the
love.
music.
Yeah.
The Switch does not.
Yeah.
Okay. And then 3DS has all that presentation and music. Everything's in 3D. All those things on top, they pop out at you because they designed them that way. You don't get any of that in the Switch. No love. No. It's just like here's a game. There's a shit ton of shovelware. Shit ton of shovelware and literal mobile games because they know kids are gonna buy that shit for $1 and they're gonna make that money.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
What do you think of Steve being in Smash?
Talk about, like...
Yeah.
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
I don't like it. He looks awkward. And, like, it looks like he controls really, really broken. Like
He looks weird. It's like, you don't look like you belong.
Well, he changes every stage that you're going to play on, he changes the layout of that stage. Because even just from jumping. Because he jumps, and then a block is under him. And now you can't get past that block unless you either jump over it. And if he jumps high enough, too many blocks, got to break the blocks, and that takes one attack. And while you're breaking a block, he drops a fucking TNT on you or some shit. You see what I mean?
So you think Steve's gonna be one of those band characters? He's gonna join Meta Knight in the band corner.
He has Glide.
Is Meta Knight even banned anymore?
He even has Glide?
Minecraft Steve, they brought back Glide just for him.
Holy shit.
So, because, Meta Knight in Brawl, his up B would glide.
Like Pit, you hold the jump button, he'd start gliding. And then he'd even have a couple of jumps after that.
Well, new Meta Knight, I almost called him Meta Knight. Meta Knight has his teleport now as his up B, but they gave Minecraft Steve Glide, so it's kind of weird. Yeah. But bad corporations for me, Konami. They're in like the opposite direction because all the IPs that they have, it's just like pachinko machines and
I'm gonna say
outsourcing. EA's
they killed Dead Space, which is my favorite fucking game series ever, and they fucking molested it they took its money and then they fucking disemboweled it and then they made like a new fucking person with its organs.
Yeah, and
Wow.
they're kind of the reason we have loot boxes now.
Yeah.
They for a big part of it, they started it.
Yeah.
Like loot boxes
I
that
think-
you
I think
buy,
the
like you buy a
first ones-
subscription, they send you stuff.
No.
I'd say
Like,
that they're
You pay $2 and they fucking give you randomly generated loot in game.
like the crates that
Yeah.
you open up. You know what I mean? Like
Well, I thought you meant like the ones that come to you physically.
No,
I think
those things
they're
are
the-
fine. Those things are cool.
I think they're the first ones to bring it to like console games because honestly, mobile games are doing it first.
Oh yeah.
The gotcha,
Definitely.
and like I heard people saying that they're starting to call it gotcha mechanics.
Yeah, they are kind of gotcha mechanics where it's like, oh, this new character came out, I want her so bad.
Either you could play like 20 hours of game and get these little trickle down monies to get the crate, or you can give me $5 and I'll give you one right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
It's delayed satisfaction
win.
compared to immediate.
yeah.
But the pachinko machines that Konami does pisses me off. They come out with Silent Hill pachinko
EA
machine,
makes them
Metal
too. They
Gear,
have a
yeah.
fucking Plants vs. Zombie one.
Yeah. A lot when you go to a casino, you can find Konami machines, casino machines, because they're in that business. They make these
Actually, I
gambling
gotta be
machines.
At the
Straight up,
Red Rock,
hate
I saw a
fucking
Resident
slot
Evil
machines.
one with Leon and Ada on it and shit like that, and it was like $10 for a fucking roll. I'm like, that's too high rolling for me. I play the penny slots.
Yeah.
I can.
That would have irked me if I saw that.
Yeah,
Dude, we should
dude.
go gambling.
So what topic were we on again? We went like on a huge ass
I don't
tangent.
know.
Yeah, I mean it's.
Are
Are you
you
guys
guys wanna
doing
take a break?
topics?
Well,
It
do you
sounds
guys-
like we're just talking.
You guys
man.
want to take
Well,
a
yeah.
break?
Well,
Stop
that's
it?
how we
That's
do.
what a podcast is.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, podcasts also have breaks to recoalesce. You
I mean,
wanna
we
take a
never really
break?
taken a break.
No,
Okay,
we've
we
never
don't
really
take
taken a break.
breaks.
Well, maybe that's
We don't
why.
have any
That's a topic that we
advertisers.
could talk about right now.
Well, like
If we had to change up the podcast, what would you change?
I don't know.
We put an ad in the middle.
I guess I'd ask that you guys get OBS and stuff so that you guys could
I thought I had it. Well, I did.
So
have
you
it,
guys
but I'll have
can-
to-
OBS and Filmora so you guys can
Well,
upload it from time to time so I'm not the one that has to do all the editing and
Well,
stuff.
your
when
thing,
me,
man.
When me and Dakota were doing the tangential podcast, I would use Audacity. He would use whatever he was using, but we would just save it as the same FBX file and put it onto Google.
I tried using Audacity, but it doesn't take this kind of.
That's what I'm saying. You like
When I tried doing it and I pressed play, it was like.
If it's
And
the,
I'm like,
if
well,
it's
no
the same
shit.
format, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like all you have to do is change the format of the file itself, and Google Docs does that for you.
That was too much work.
technical,
Too
yeah.
technical.
I was
Too
gonna
much
say
work.
.exe, JPEG, PNG. But
I just gotta plug it into my phone and. Dude, and it's like okay.
Yeah, I have OBS.
Okay.
I have a
use it for
topic
streaming.
we can
Get
talk
some more.
about real quick. Eli,
Hmm.
you got my GameCube controller, motherfucker.
From since when?
I don't know what fucking happened, but one day we all fucking played Smash at your goddamn
That's
house.
what I was about to say.
And we had fucking controllers. I brought my silver GameCube controller,
I haven't
and
seen-
when I fucking left, it was not the same fucking controller. It was some beat to shit fucking controller.
I've never owned a silver controller.
I haven't
Bullshit!
I haven't seen a GameCube controller since the last time I played with Chompy before I went to Vegas, and I left them all here. I haven't been playing with the GameCube
fucking
controller.
here.
No.
Where's my fucking controller?
Dude, that open tournament that they have for Smash, I did it with a broken controller. I did it with a broken fucking. I bought it from China on Amazon. It said Pro controller, but you could feel it. It's fucking cheap as shit. It broke, and then the tournament happened, and I fought on the tournament with a broken controller.
Ugh.
So like, I haven't been playing Smash ideally in forever.
I've never owned
That
a
don't mean
silver
you don't have my
controller.
controller.
I haven't seen a GameCube controller since I moved. Like, I moved, packed all my shit, and I didn't have my GameCube controllers. I didn't even have my GameCube adapter. Yeah, so that
It might have been
that's
Someone-
Jesse.
It better fucking not be. Someone's got my controller, and I got their beat to shit fucking controller, and I'm actually pissed off about
I'm
that.
so sorry.
Did Jesse ever own GameCube controllers?
Yeah.
For
Yeah,
Smash?
She had a couple.
Okay, it might have been Jesse. 'Cause
It
it's
might
like,
have been.
I wouldn't.
There was a fucking big group of us. I know that.
Well,
Yeah.
that's the
And
thing.
you had 4, and I brought 1, and somebody else brought like 3 at least.
And all the controllers I had were from Chompy's uncles. They gave them to us.
Yeah.
Were any of them silver?
No, I had black.
No.
One.
I don't fucking believe it.
They were all black.
It was like 2 black ones, and then we had a purple one. That
I'm gonna
didn't
get
work.
to
Yeah.
the goddamn
missed the
bottom
purple
of this.
one.
So anyway, I was at my sister's house playing on her new Switch with my silver GameCube controller that I've had ever since that time. No.
I'm still fucking pissed about
I feel like...
But
sorry, dude.
on a good note, I'm thinking about getting into like restoring old GameCube controllers, like buy them off eBay and restore them. And that might be a fun little project for me to do.
You
Yeah.
could.
Do you know how?
I would give you some
I'm gonna
advice.
figure it out.
Well, yeah. The only advice I'd give you, dude, is get a device kit because I fixed my Joy-Cons.
What do you
Like,
want to
a
use?
device kit.
What is
like,
that?
You look at the back of a game controller. You see the screws of the triangle.
Oh,
The
yeah,
triangle,
yeah.
right? They give you that. They also give you a soldering gun and then like two like what do you call them? I forgot to call them. But they're
clamp things.
yeah, the clamp things that hold it in place. That way you could use your hands, will not have to hold it.
What's it called? I've got the fucking
Do
screwdriver.
you want to use mine as a
but-
test subject?
What do you mean?
The white one that the analog stick feels kind of wonky.
Oh.
That you have to like really push it to get your character to move.
I mean, I bought a new Smash controller, a Japan import, like a little while ago. I'm gonna use that for like casting and stuff.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
But
You gonna make your own controllers or what?
you could
I-
also do customizations.
Well, that's what I'm thinking about. I'm gonna
Okay.
kind of fix it up to where it like plays smoothly, and then I'm gonna kind of like
Put some LEDs.
put some fucking like some resin fucking buttons on and
yeah.
make a new shell and some new sticks and shit.
Yeah, you can go all
Make
out
that
with
bitch
that shit,
look
dude.
good, dude.
Especially if you have a 3D printer or like
I do have one.
Yeah, see, and then like you could even make your own parts.
Yeah.
It's fucking cool.
Except you kind of need a resin printer to do if you're gonna do casting, because the kind I have where it's like the filament,
Yeah.
the plastic filament,
Just make
it doesn't really print that well.
do a silicone copy from that and a mother mold, and then
Well,
you
I
can
know,
pour
but
resin
you need a resin 3D printer
Yeah.
because then it gets it like glass.
Yeah, it doesn't do because that's the thing about the printer that you have. It goes like it
it
never
has
stops.
layers.
It never stops. It goes like boom, and then like it'll drag plastic to the other end, and
Yeah.
then the inside of it has all this webbing. You know.
Yeah,
Like
but the resin ones have, they're smooth and shit, so I'd have to get that if I wanted to do like, I don't know, dice or something.
yeah.
All right.
And if you want your
Which
buds
I
to
actually
look as
wanted to
smooth
make
as
like a
that.
chess set. I thought that would be cool. 3D, like
know-
model a chess set and then print it and make castings of it.
When I was in Vegas-
fuck with a chess set.
That would be
so
fucking
bad.
cool.
Me and my baby sister were actually making a chess like not chess checkerboard set with the pieces and all that, and we were just using little expo knives and then chisels and a handsaw and stuff just from spare wood.
Yeah.
And so like it's a lot of fun. She still has that.
I
It was a
wanna-
good-
So what would you change?
I would do longer episodes.
Longer than an hour and 30 minutes?
Well,
Yeah.
and that's what I was saying. If you're gonna do something like that,
All
You
right,
would need a
well, let's
break.
do an intermission starting now. Oh, jeez. And we're back.
press the fucking chord.
We're back, bitch
Well,
ass!
actually, to you, there's not even gonna be a fucking what's it called? What do we just
There's not gonna be a drop.
a drop? It's just gonna
Or-
go straight to this audio.
Yeah.
Because we're stupid.
Well, no. It's because you guys get too ahead of yourself.
We
'Cause,
should make a fake
It's our
fucking
first
ad.
intermission.
Well, to them, there's not gonna be an intermission. We're gonna say
Exactly.
intermission, and then next it's gonna be like.
Well, that's the thing. Is
You
like
could
in
break it
that.
off with some music.
Yeah, I was gonna say in
Yeah.
that 3 seconds of intermission, it'd just be like do 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 do, and we're back. Kind of thing. That's
I'm actually looking online for people that can like do like a little song for us for like an opening.
You mean like a ditty? Yeah, I'll throw on some fruit.
Hey,
Loops and we can
diddle
just make up some
diddle,
rap.
the cat
Make some
and the
bullet-
fiddle. This is Tinkle Hoy podcast.
I was gonna say like ukulele.
Let's just
You
continue.
never go wrong with a ukulele.
Yeah.
Or a harmonica.
All right.
I know how to play a
All right.
harmonica.
Go.
Well, I mean, I don't want to fucking do it. I've been trying to the past
Yeah.
fucking hour.
I'll do it. I'll keep us on track. Let me see.
I can't tell which one's your.
The ones with check marks next to them.
Jobby, hand me the piece of paper. Obviously, you can't read.
He also can't remember the ones that I said.
All right. Oh, yo, let's do. You guys want to talk about engagement, motherfuckers?
Engagement.
What were you and Chompy doing before we showed up, anyways?
We were watching The Boys.
All right, but what were you saying to
Which
each other?
is what we were supposed to be doing.
But what were you saying to each other?
I don't know. I was
They were
asking-
watching the boys.
I was asking him.
We were
to
on
marry
a
me,
tangent
and he kept
about
fucking-
SJWs and politics.
You did?
Yeah, remember?
Not really.
Blacktober.
I don't know. Oh yeah, that thing. That was weird.
Yeah.
Well, that
Have you heard of that?
sounds to me no.
It's
like this weird fucking thing where they take like characters from other fucking races and they make them black. I guess. For the entire I don't fucking know anything about it.
That's weird.
I don't know how long it's been around, but sadly, Yarny showed me, and it's like, I guess this is replacing Inktober. I'm not positive, and I'm like, I looked into it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is...
The Civil War's coming, guys.
There's an artist that I follow, and she's doing Oni-tober. So she draws just like red Onis.
Oh, demons and shit?
Red Oni. Well, yeah, and like different costumes. It's like a specific character because I've only started following her recently. And it's just like one character that she draws in different costumes and with different artists' characters.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I mean, that's pretty much like making a brand, like a mascot for the month.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know if it has anything to do with her, but I like it.
Yeah, but that's what we were talking about. We talked about that, and we were just watching The Boys and enjoying it.
So you guys are actually engaged with each other, even though there's a screen on. Fucking like, look at this asshole. This is what I'm talking about.
What?
You're on your phone whenever you're talking.
Yeah.
Like this mother, like okay, I went. Okay, so the big Q invited me over to go hang out, and so all I did was like, I showed up. And then I'm like, okay, what's up? What are we doing? And he was just playing Mad Max. He's like, I'm just playing Mad Max. I'm like, cool. Sat down for a little bit. I tried shooting the shit with him for a little bit, and then he really wasn't like talking to me. I'm like, what the fuck? He was just playing the game, and I was trying to ask him questions about the game, and he was like, oh yeah, it's just like this, like you punch the guy. I'm like, okay, cool. So it's like Batman. He's like, I guess. And that was the end of the conversation. You see what I mean, though? Like, and so like after I just left him to play his games because he has his roommates, Stephanie and the one-eyed guy,
Chris.
Yeah, I don't want to say their names.
I mean, you've been saying them this entire time.
You've been saying like a couple here and there.
Have I? Well,
yeah.
Stefan and Christian. I shot the shit with them, and then they were like, let's play some Smash Bros and shit. So we played some Smash Bros. We were laughing, having a good time, and then Abrego threw on a YouTube video. He's the one that invited me over. Let me remind you. And then Christian wanted to go take a shower because he has work tomorrow, and Stefan, he was like, all right, he was done playing Smash. So like, I'm like, hey, let's go see what Abrego's up to. Right across the room, not even the wall or anything, just like right over there. So we went to go sit on the couch and shit like that with him, and he threw on a YouTube video of like this gun guy who makes guns and shoots them off into honey and shit like that. I'm like, cool, pretty. I tried talking about guns and shit like that.
Yeah.
And he doesn't really know anything about guns. So it ended like how with that Mad Max thing. Like, yeah, just a bunch of yeahs. Didn't add anything to it.
I want to say that's like Demolition Ranch or something, but like the whole shooting into honey.
Well, he's shooting other things too, and he has a firing range and stuff. But
yeah.
and then I'm like, let's watch some anime.
Give me a cookie.
Let's watch some anime. He said no, because Bo's gonna be coming over playing Magic. This is like at 6:00, and what Bo's doing, he's standing a barn. He's not gonna be home till like 9. Standing a barn, you need the light out. So he's like, nah, Bo's gonna be coming over. I don't want to have to stop in the middle of it. I'm like, you could just stop it. It's not like cable. You just stop it, continue on from wherever we were, and then he didn't want to do that. And I'm like, what the fuck? You invited me over. We're not doing anything. So he threw on this guy that plays Among Us. He's like, it's a new video I really wanted to watch. It's a guy playing Among Us. As soon as he throws it onto his phone. Same thing with Stefan. They both went on their phones. I had my phone, but I wanted to hang out. I didn't want to play on my phone in someone else's house. So
I see my brother and their friends do that a lot. When they came over and like they were gonna spend the night, like they were just kind of all on their phones playing. I'm like, why'd you guys even come here if you guys weren't gonna like hang out with each other?
Yeah.
Do something together, fucking anything really.
Oh, did you hear that the Haruhi light novel is continuing?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. You guess the author just decided to do something with it again?
Yeah, how did it end on a cliffhanger?
I don't know. I just heard people saying that like
start ordering the
it's
light
continuing.
Novel. Catch up, motherfucker. But
I want to find out what happened after the disappearance.
Yeah,
me
arc.
too.
Same here.
Me too.
But funny thing about your brother is I've actually seen him in like some weird circumstances. I was like at a Maverick and I was getting myself a Monster, and I walk out and I'm walking to my car, and just out in the distance there's just like a couple cars parked in the parking lot by your gym, and there's like 15 people standing around these cars and stuff, and one of them looks at me and he goes and waves, and I'm like, uh-oh, and he starts walking towards me, and I'm like, I'm walking towards them now. It was your brother, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go to work and all that, and he's like, just like talking just a little bit, not even about like what he's doing or anything, but it was just like, it surprised me to see him just kind of out and about with so many people who looked older than him, but none of my business.
We always hung out with people older than us.
Yeah. It was just kind of sketchy. They just gave off a sketchy vibe, and I realized your brother was one of them.
That when you guys are not in the same room as me, you just kind of disappear.
I know, right?
Yeah, you Truman Show.
But with the whole hanging out thing, back when we were kids, it was like we hung out, we watched animes, we played games together. If there was a game that we couldn't play together, we didn't play it.
Yeah.
If there was...
And that's the thing, he was playing Mad Max, didn't want to jump off of that.
Dude,
yeah.
Juan, I gotta ask, what is your fucking cologne? Because I actually like how it smells.
Read the what the cologne's
I can't
called.
fucking read it from here.
You're attracting the wrong mates.
Yeah.
Nautica.
Well, I mean, I sprayed it on myself, but like, I kind of dig it.
Nautica.
You bitch.
Voyage.
Did I say you could use my cologne?
What is
no,
it?
but
Gucci
I
number
fucking
9?
grabbed it.
Like $500.
Typical white man.
Shut up.
Fucking grabbed it. Took that shit.
I'm white. I take what I want. I don't know. That's something I'd imagine
typical
South
white man
Park would say.
Yeah, you're trying to take a black woman's attitude again. Typical white man.
Yeah.
Whatever. I do what I want.
But
Whatever.
now that we're older, now it's kind of turned like, you would think we would start getting to that because we've hung out so long and we know each other so well. But no, now it's kind of turned into us drinking. We drink together, and that just like makes the hanging out better, where conversation's just easier and all that.
Well, yeah, alcohol gets rid of the inhibitions.
Yeah, but it's not even that. It's just like...
True, but with us not seeing each other for like a good week, it's always like, hey man, what you been up to?
Yeah, it's just kind of like on top of it. Like, we hang out, and it's like, what are we going to do? We're going to drink, kind of thing. That's the thing. I know you kind of have a problem with your work and your coworkers with that kind of thing.
The engagement?
The engagement of wanting, like, you don't want to hang out with any of your coworkers.
Not really.
Same
because they're all older than him.
And they all seem super into Magic the Gathering or some kind of card game. Because every time I'm going, I hear them talking about, like, gameplays or, like, strategies. I'm like...
Fuck, dude,
how
I miss
old are
playing
they?
fucking Yu-Gi-Oh!
You worked in catering with me, right?
No.
I swear you did for like 1 or 2 days.
That wasn't me.
Nope.
Oh. I want to say they're, like, in their 40s or, like, late 30s.
And they still play Magic?
Yeah, that's interesting.
I work with 40-years and 50-years, and
Dude,
they're always
isn't
talking about
Magic,
hunting and the shit
like,
that they
from
built.
the 70s? Yeah. Isn't it that old? How old is Magic the Gathering?
90s?
It's like,
90s?
no, it's even older than that.
Is it?
Yeah.
Would you say like 70s?
No, I'd say 60s, dude.
I don't know if
Really?
it's Magic.
60s,
It's
yeah.
some card game.
It came out before Dungeons and Dragons did.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I think only by like months, but yeah.
That's
I feel like
crazy.
it'd be Hearthstone, if anything, because I could see their age playing World of Warcraft when it was in its prime,
Yeah.
and then kind of getting over World of Warcraft, and then when Hearthstone came out, playing Hearthstone.
Dude, I want to
Those
play
phones and
D&D
shit.
so bad.
I do too.
Me too.
I
Adrian
got that
never invited
fucking
me.
starter kit that I bought when we were all gonna fucking play it with Travis over Discord.
Oh
and
yeah.
then everyone fucking backed out.
That's the thing is like we could.
Well, you've
still
done that
do
on us.
Well, you know,
Gunner. We've all done
Still,
that.
I wanted to play
Wait,
fucking D&D.
You want to play D&D? We could do it on the podcast. I listen to a podcast where they do D&D at the end of the show. Like, at the end of the show, last 20, 30 minutes, hour sometimes, is dedicated to that.
That would be cool.
Right? So bring your starter set, dude. You could be the DM. I don't know how to DM.
I don't know
personally.
how to DM either, but I think it tells you how.
I feel like that
Yeah.
was the biggest issue was like deciding who was gonna DM and how.
I don't think so. I thought Travis was gonna.
I thought
I
so too. Yeah.
I could write
He
a
was
pretty cool,
going to.
simple campaign. We could
But all of
finish
us
in
just
like a night.
kind of never
Yeah.
replied back to messages and stuff.
Bullshit. I was fucking ready to go. I was ready to rock, and then it was like time to do it, and it's like, all right, guys, are we ready? And just no response.
You know what?
Yeah.
You know what? You know what? You guys want to make plans for you guys want to make plans for the next podcast? That should be the next plan. A new segment.
Dude.
D&D. Because that is fun. I'm down too. D&D seems fun to me. Yeah. And I really love it. I'm going to make a
joke. Do we have a fourth host now?
I mean, we could. I mean, if we're doing it on Discord.
Yeah, no, Discord D&D.
What kind of outfit do you want? I mean... Quinton's got a beanie, I got a scarf, Gunner has a sweater.
The outfit?
Oh.
I don't know, baseball
cap.
For a
little avatar. A baseball cap.
It says Nindiz.
E on it.
With an E, yeah.
Dude, I'm gonna piss my pants.
Do it.
Go pee. There's a trash can right there.
Whoa, he's doing it! So you guys can't see, but he's doing it.
Going back to engagements. So yeah, how would you say a lot of the younger generation has that issue then, or?
I don't think it's a younger generation. My friends had that problem. I think it just has to do with like your state of mind, really, right? Like, yeah.
Would you say the same when like you go out to eat with friends? Would you say that they're on their phone most of the time?
I've been out to eat with you, and everyone. You guys always pull out your fucking phones, and back when I didn't have a phone, I would sit there and try to get you guys to talk to me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't remember doing that.
Because you would engage with me. I would shoot some shit with you, and then you'd get off your phone.
I remember...
Travis would get off his phone sometimes, too, but sometimes you won't.
You know what? I don't, you know what?
Just say, oh yeah, cool, now, and then you go back to the phone.
Engaged.
To me, eating with friends or family is like talking time. That's like the only time I really talk to my brother and my dad like about shit is like when we go to Denny's. But I don't think I ever really did that back then because it's like
you did that back then.
I was like, you're my friend. Like that was like my world kind of thing.
You guys, that's another thing. You guys were always like on Snapchat and shit like that. So like,
definitely wasn't me.
I barely got on Snapchat.
Bomb. Well, like social media, Facebook.
I barely started
Back then, I didn't even have a Facebook, really. I would never use it. We'd send messages every once in a while when I was at home.
Yeah. I made Instagram in high school, and I barely started using it.
But I feel like... I think a part of it is that I think there's a dynamic to a group of people that makes the engagement good. And it pretty much comes down to leader, support, and then extras.
One.
See, and I've actually like
touch it.
That
just touch it.
Like a clique, you know, like cliques have a hierarchy sort of thing, and
pink belly.
Our friends kind of have that dynamic, and it just happens naturally though, right?
Yeah.
I mean, like Big Q, he kind of terrifies me.
Why?
I don't know, because I guess...
he's big? I can't.
No. Maybe it's the stuff
there.
He's into, you know, because like when I was there and like he showed us some of that My Little Pony stuff, I was kind of like, what the fuck are we watching?
As a face, you tell him that shit and he gets embarrassed. He's
Does
like,
he?
Shut the fuck up. Yeah, he's like, shut the fuck up. That was a phase. I was like, I knew it was going to be a phase. I knew it was going to be a phase.
His grandma or aunt, that time I was there with you and...
Yeah, she died.
Oh, jeez, I'm sorry.
She was weird, though. She was weird, though.
I was trying to just be kind. Like, I went, oh, hey, and, like, she, like, comes up and starts, like, groping me. I'm like, what the fuck?
Groping me?
Yeah, grabbing, like, his chest and, like, grabbing by the hips and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
What?
And I'm, like, just like, what the heck? Like,
why have I never heard this story?
Because I'm not proud of it.
Yeah, but she was special ed, so what was Chubby supposed to do? All he could do was...
It was like, after that, I didn't really want to go to his house again.
Yeah. But
okay.
Who was it? His aunt?
He didn't like being in his house, though, you know?
I think it was... Yeah. Was it his aunt or his grandma? Or
it was his aunt.
His aunt?
His aunt.
His dad's sister.
Huh.
Yeah.
Big Q.
I feel like a part of it, for me, was hanging out with him. It was never... I never knew if it was going to be fun or not, so I would kind of...
With Big Q?
Yeah, like at his house or something. Just because it was like... I kind of knew what person he was, so it's just like, I don't want to go over there and play games.
And that goes back to that engagement. That's what I mean. He'd come to my house all the fucking time. All the fucking time. And I'd load a bowl, he'd smoke my weed, we get high, and I always had one or two, like, shows in the chamber. Like, I'd see an anime on my own, like, chilling out, and then I'd be like, that looks pretty interesting, sounds pretty interesting. I think that's something me and him could watch. Because I'd want to watch it then and be like, no, it'd be something that we could watch together.
We watched Toradora before it was cool, remember?
Yeah, me and this guy were watching Toradora and shit. Like, that's what I mean. Like, I thought ahead. And, like, I wanted to be a good host. I wanted for him to have fun, too, you know? Yeah. Like, and I never played a single-player game. Or, like, actually, the only single-player game we played was Metal Gear. But it was, like, you get seen... restart the mission. Your turn.
You chucked a controller at me once.
Yeah.
But that's how it was. Even with you, you'd come to my house, we'd watch an anime, buy sodas, drink, and then fucking play 2-player games. That PlayStation All-Stars game, piece of shit, but we had fun. We played it all the time because it was playing it with somebody he liked.
Yeah.
Like it was broken as fuck. You always chose Raiden.
Yeah, because Raiden's split kick covers so much ground.
And
that's his level 1 thing.
I know.
That's funny to me.
Some people's level 3 is literally a cutscene and then everyone dies.
Yeah.
And it's such a broken fucking game.
Yeah.
But yeah, I get stuck in those situations.
Do you?
More often now than you used to.
Really?
When you go to those Mormon events, do you feel engaged with it?
What do you mean?
Do you feel like people talk to you and you talk to them and like your voice is being heard, or that?
It depends, I guess.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I don't know, how many people usually are there?
I'd say
like 30.
I was about to say 30 because my church is like 56 people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All people around your age.
Yeah.
And
Literally people my age.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a young single adult ward.
Oh, okay. So that's how theirs works. Because
Yeah.
in the Christian church, literally everyone is on the same place and stuff like that, and only the kids go to Sunday school.
Yeah.
Makes you feel better, Eli? When those times I took at my phone, it was probably for no one. Because I didn't get any fucking messages from anyone.
You're probably reading manga or some shit. Like looking on the web for other shit. But that's that, dude. What you... Fuck. You didn't even talk about your engagement.
My engagement?
Yeah. Have you ever been in that situation?
Where engagement's hard?
Yeah, well,
none of us really did. You went, and then we just kind of went off of you.
Well, yeah. Well, like, I feel like I run into those people all the time where engagement is hard, but I'm that kind of person.
I mean with close friends. Because, like, those guys are my close
friends.
You
No.
He's rolling up his sleeves and shit.
In a way, yes, but not you. It's just, like, my personality, I mold to whoever I'm trying to engage with, and that's just my thing, is like coworkers.
Well, then that's not engagement.
People I run into. I know.
We've engaged. I've invited Quinton, like, hey man, I'm just going to Twin for this. You want to join?
And I go.
It's just like, we both got nothing going on. Let's just hang out and go do this little errand.
And it's good, and it's nice, but sometimes I wish when I'm playing music that you wouldn't talk to me. But it's so fucking funny to me.
Engaging.
But it's like, I'm just like, listen to this song, and then I start playing it, and then you turn it down, and you're like, funny thing, and it's just like, no! Wait till after the song. Like, I love engaging with you, and I love going on those trips with you.
But the music's, I guess it's like the music sometimes too intense for me. That's why, like, it's, I turn it down when I get close to where I'm going.
Yeah, too intense. But that's
it's like, I'll have it loud the entire drive, but like, once I'm like 10 minutes away from my destination, I'll turn the music down.
I turn it more if I can. That last song I showed you liked. And that's like that's kind of my goal, is whenever I'm sharing music, is like, hey, I like this. I want to know how you like it. Yeah. Kind of thing.
But that and that's another thing. Don't be afraid of silence when you're like talking to somebody, stuff like that. You can't be afraid of silence. You just gotta be comfortable with being with each other too.
I love my sister so much. Because I have this...
She listens to this, doesn't she?
I don't know if she does. I think she listened to a couple, but I think she kind of is having a hard time following or finding them. But I'll see. Because I do tell her, like, oh, you like when we talked about that? Like, our last podcast is so good for that, because we talked more about that or similar stuff to that.
Mm-hmm.
But I have this song on my playlist that I play, and it's like a test, because it's a lot of music, and then there's a good amount of just like almost silence. It's just very minute, and if someone opens their mouth during that song, I guarantee it's you failed the test.
Yeah.
And I played that song for her, and we were like on a drive either from Salt Lake or to Salt Lake. She didn't open her mouth the entire song. And when the song ended, I just like stopped the music, looked at her, and I was like, if we weren't fucking related, I'd marry you.
I could, yeah.
Gunner wishes he could marry his sister.
You wish you could marry kids under the age of 12. You fucking pedophile.
The fuck up, Gunners.
Jesus.
Y'all ever watch Cuties? I never watched
Juan
it.
has.
No, fuck no, I haven't.
Yes, you did. You fucking liar.
How would you know, Gunner?
Well, apparently
I
we're just
haven't.
making shit up about each other.
That's
so
what we
apparently
do.
It doesn't fucking matter.
what we do.
Wait, what did he make up about you?
The sister fucking thing.
Trappist started that.
I don't even know how, but it fucking.
Sadly,
bugs the shit out
Yarny
of me.
started, and you don't think when you be like, I'm Juan Madrano, I'm the Jesus Christ of working out.
When I do it, it's fucking funny.
Oh, when you do it, it's okay.
Yeah.
Typical white man.
Typical white man. That's why you're a pedophile, man.
Typical white man.
It's funny that I have to re-say this because the last podcast
Oh, yeah.
got fucked up. I wanted to give Cuties benefit of the doubt. I take that back. Cuties.
Nah, fuck that show.
No, it's unredeemable. It is.
Softcore child porn.
Yeah,
It shows a fucking a titty in it, I think.
No.
That's
No.
what I've been hearing.
What
There's no
t-shirt?
nudity.
What t-shirt?
Oh yeah, that's right.
You could see the titties.
Well, that's what you said. I wouldn't fucking know.
I wouldn't know either.
Well, no, this is the thing. I read this guy who he reviews films and stuff like that. He watched it and
God.
people are trying to say that it's all about, you know, embracing your womanhood and all that when it's not. It's like there's a scene where they literally lie to older boys about their age.
Mm-hmm.
There's scenes where they're dancing and it's close up shots of their crotches, their ass, and like they're doing sexy poses.
The fuck?
Quick topics. You don't even.
Well, you don't
wanna
have
talk.
to. You don't
What
have
are
to
doing on
talk
a
into it
podcast?
then.
What are you
American
doing on a
politics.
podcast?
I wanted to watch The Boys, man. The Boys.
The Boys.
With my boys.
I think it's an okay show. Personally.
Just like the boys.
Yeah, but I just want.
and
I'm
American.
already like halfway through it. I just gotta fucking finish it off now.
Well, what do you think about it though? Because like
I think it's an
contrived.
interesting concept.
Why do you think
That's
it's
it.
contrived?
That's all I get out of it is an interesting concept.
Why do you think it's contrived?
Because the characters themselves don't make any kind of interesting developments or interesting choices enough.
What do you mean?
I've seen it before.
Give examples.
It's been a while. I watched it like a couple days ago, and like I said, it didn't engage me. That's what I mean. I can't really remember much of it. It's like it started off with like one of them having a mole, right?
What?
What?
Maybe I'm thinking of a different show. They're like superheroes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's like a whole
A mole like a spy or like a
someone
fucking
leaking.
skin
No,
mole?
someone leaking out information about what like about the other heroes.
No.
I don't remember. I don't know.
Well, damn, tell me what's going on, because maybe I'm thinking of a
Well,
different
it's like
show.
You think
But
of
like I said-
Misfits?
No, Misfits is a good one, but no. Fuck. There's another show though where it's superheroes. There's an imposter among us, and then everything goes to shit from there on out. Like one of them says some personal information, pretty much doxes another superhero, so now he doesn't have a secret identity, and he gets fucking.
this isn't the
This
boys.
isn't the boys.
That's not
Yeah.
the boys.
But he messed up on one of the jobs pretty much. He broke someone's arm or something like that, and so people make a riot, go to his home, Molotov it and shit like that. And what he could do is fucking murder them all because he has the power to do that, and he doesn't, you know, because he's a good person, moves and all that. And now that superhero is just out of the game, and that's what the imposter wanted, was that guy out of the game.
This isn't the
'cause he was-
boys.
That
he
sounds
was-
interesting.
Because he
but
was
it's
he
not
was
the
practically.
boys.
I wanna know what that is, though.
I do too.
And that's some interesting shit. What's the boys doing? That's
It's
so
like-
interesting.
It's
Imagine if.
And that was only like the
Imagine
first 2
your
episodes
dick
of it.
celebrities that are entitled and act like they deserve everything
yeah.
and give them superpowers.
But that's
That's
not
kinda
what
how
it
it is,
follows. It's not keeping up with the Kardashians with superheroes.
Yeah, that's what I was
No,
gonna say. It
it's like-
sounds like that, and that.
I would
sounds
say
dumb.
it's like
Quinton
it's
said
like
it's
you
not
take
that.
Superman
No.
and you make him egotistical.
I was
like
gonna-
he knows he can crush
No.
humanity in a fucking second, kind of a thing.
To me, you guys are like you're on the wrong thing because you guys are you're more interested in the antagonists than the actual protagonists.
Well,
Oh,
that's
no,
what makes
I
it
love the
interesting.
protagonists.
That's a bad show.
I like the
If your
protagonists.
villain is more interesting than your hero, what the
No,
fuck?
it's not. That makes a good show. That's fucking Batman. Every fucking Batman movie ever.
No, Batman's an interesting character in and of
Not-
himself,
but
and
I'm
then
saying-
the villains are also interesting.
But I'm saying
Yes,
that you.
but the protagonists are interesting too, and the
That's
fucking
the
boys.
thing is
You're not even
circumventing
talking
the
about the
point of the
protagonist.
show because to me
We're
the
trying to get you to the
politics-
point with the protagonists.
The politics and all that's the worst part to me because I don't care. I don't give a
What
shit.
politics? And the boys?
Yeah.
There's politics?
Yeah,
real world politics?
Yeah,
or?
so Starbright, what's her name?
Starlight.
Yeah.
Starlight, she saves a potential rape victim from those two guys.
Yeah.
And it's like, they caught you on video and all that, and it just gets into the politics of her being a normal person and all that. I don't care about that. It's just like very minute. It has sexual harassment in the workplace. It's a very political show.
Well, that's how the comics were, too.
But it's within the narrative, though. And
Exactly.
that's when it fits. If it's just, like, shoved in there.
So, like, the fact that they have superpowers is on the back burner. Why even give them superpowers? Why not just make them super powerful and famous people? You would still get the same kind of effect.
Not really, because it's like I was trying to say, it's like Superman.
It's everyone
but he can
looks
fucking
up to these heroes.
Yeah, but they're pieces of shit.
But they're in reality, they're pieces of shit.
Yeah.
And then
so like Rick and Morty with the star guys.
Yes.
Already been done, contrived. And
everything's already been done.
Well, yeah, but it was executed way better than this. It's taken forever to get to the point, and it. Like he was saying, there's a lot of politics.
The protagonists
and like showing you how they're bad people and all that. You could show that in better ways than the sexual harassment thing is talking about.
Looking way too into it, man.
The protagonists are trying to show
interesting shows.
just how corrupt the company is that overlooks these heroes.
I don't even.
Like the idol industry here in the real world over there in Japan, like the idols are never really who they seem, and they're pretty much models, like they're manufactured people.
Yeah.
Like a celebrity.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty boring.
You
can get that in the real world.
I was gonna say to me, I thought the whole point of the show
powers in the real world, but alright.
No, but you get all that other shit. That's what I'm saying. It seems like the superpowers.
Why are you fucking shitting on this show so hard?
Because the superpowers are on the back burner when what's supposed to be interesting.
Fuck, you haven't even watched the fucking show. How would you know?
Apparently, I watched the wrong show. Maybe I'm.
Yes, you did.
Well, the one I watched was way better.
How do you know? You haven't even fucking watched it.
I'm gonna give it a shot.
It's just because
I don't fucking believe you.
Just from what I hear, though. I mean, maybe you guys just aren't doing it justice.
You know, I don't know how to do it justice. I don't know how to do it justice.
Fuck, every time I get a goddamn sentence in, someone fucking interrupts me.
Yeah.
God damn!
It's hard to be original these days.
But then
I was gonna say, everything that gets made just feels like junk food at this point. Yeah. Everything that I watch, everything I hear about, just junk food.
So then why are you guys watching the show then, though? What's so... Get to the point.
It's hard for me to explain.
What's the point? Okay, give me the first episode. What's the like? You guys already told me the premise. Superpower celebrities. Is that really it?
Yeah, go through the first episode.
First episode, the main character Hugh, he's talking with his girlfriend, and then someone that's basically the Flash murders her just by smacking into her at full speed.
By accident, or
kind of by
accident, but
when you're moving at super speed,
I would say by negligence, kind of.
By negligence, yeah.
And
then after that, the company is trying to pay him off to stay hush about it.
Okay.
And he gets pissed.
And he's pissed, and he doesn't know he's like depressed. And then he meets this other guy named Billy Butcher, who says he's part of the FBI, and shows them that there's a bunch of other cases that are just swept under the rug, just like that, and shows him that superheroes are actually monsters and fucked up in.
Well, if
that, and he wants him.
Like I was saying, if that was negligence, maybe this is the whole like interesting part of the show. If that was really negligence, maybe he couldn't see when he's going that fast. So maybe he shouldn't even be using the powers.
Well, that is the thing.
Right?
A lot of their powers have like drawbacks and shit. Like there's this one guy who, I don't know, he controls fire or something, I think, but he's not immune to fire, so he can still light himself on fire and shit. Or I don't know.
I know, but going back.
So that's why people.
So the FBI agent wants him to sneak a bug.
Sneak a bug because he's so fast.
No, he wants him to sneak a bug he wants him to take the payoff and sneak a bug inside the company, so they can overcure everything.
Okay. Well, then it sounds like a really political kind of show.
Well, then you're ignoring the fact that plan doesn't work.
Yeah,
so you don't even need to bring that up. Yeah. That you're going point by point when it should just be like wants to help him figure out more information so they can find out shit. Doesn't work.
Yeah.
They end up capturing one of the guys.
The goal of the boys is to take down the company because they're so corrupt and they've caused so much misery among people, and they get away with it.
Okay, so so it really is a politically charged show then.
Yeah, but
the politics within the world itself.
I mean, Code Geass is a very political show, but I still love it.
I didn't like Code Geass.
Fuck you.
Because it's like you could see it coming.
Okay, Eli, what do you like? And we'll shit all over that. How about that?
I can guarantee.
No. What do you like? We're gonna shit all over.
All right.
it.
Oh, let me think of something. Because, recently... Okay, here's the most recent thing. Grimgar of Fantasy and
Okay,
Ash.
well, it's this fucking shitty... It's shit. I hate it.
Give me some
and you're
points
stupid
like I gave to you.
for fucking
Give me some
watching
examples.
it. Dude, I have no idea what that show's about.
Well, there you go.
You should watch it. It's a good show.
That's a show you
I know
guys
who
should watch.
I've heard people say the anime was trash compared to the light novels, and I'm like, I gotta go read the light novels apparently.
It's honestly, it's not trash compared to the light
No,
novels
the
at all.
anime does really good by the fucking light novels.
You were the one that was telling me that you didn't like the anime.
Grimgar of Fantasy and Ash?
Dude.
Yeah, like overall, like once you read the light novels, you told me that.
I didn't read those
light
novels. I didn't read those light novels.
Minato. Like, I still remember that
That night,
we
I
binged
told you.
it.
No, we didn't. We got to episode 6 and I told you I wanted to watch it myself. And then we went to go watch Erased. I liked it from the get-go when me and you first found it. So what do you mean I didn't like it?
Well, no, I'm saying that afterwards, I swear someone
I never read the
light
novels.
novel.
It wasn't me.
I'm confusing you with some other Mexican
Yeah,
then.
I was gonna say, he's reading light novels now.
Yeah, I'm barely getting to them.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I can already guarantee you that The Boys is going to end on a cliffhanger.
Again?
Wait, it ended on a cliffhanger
I don't know.
already?
Did season 1 end with a cliffhanger?
Yeah.
Okay. Season 2 then.
And I like shows that can end an arc, like they end something without
But it's
having
really
to set
an
up something else.
overarching arc, though, that they're doing.
How many
That sounds like junk food. It sounds to me that they're just trying to...
It's like Demon Slayer ended on a cliffhanger.
Well, they're giving you these little cool ideas to play around with, but like you said, it didn't work. Like that blood thing didn't work. That's a cool idea. I was engaged then, but it doesn't work. Why not? How come it did? Like, see, and maybe that's just I need to watch it.
I think I don't know how to explain it. Just watch it.
It sounds like junk food to me. Like you get these good ideas that show up right in front of your face, and maybe they don't. And I don't think they have the next season planned out yet.
The director said he does.
Well, there you go.
They've already
says he does.
They casted Dean.
Do they have writers?
Same thing with Game of Thrones.
the writers and they casted Dean to be one of the heroes.
I don't care about the cast. You give me brand new actors, and it should still be a good show, even with brand new actors. The names don't make the show, but maybe for you they do, huh?
Fuck you.
But it's like I could see it going the Game of Thrones route because you're saying like overarching plot. The whole thing with Game of Thrones was the White Walkers. Like the White Walkers are coming. That was the whole overarching plot. 8 seasons? 7 seasons. It takes 7 seasons for the White Walkers to fucking show up.
And yet they cause all these problems on the other side of the wall. Very politically charged show too, also. But that's not a bad thing necessarily. It just sounds to me like.
No, but
yeah, if they're they give you these interesting ideas. And
what did you like about Code Geass?
They don't follow through. The same thing, and it seems like they give you interesting ideas. Takes a left turn, they don't follow through.
Explain. Give me an example.
It's been a while since I've seen Code Geass.
I kind of don't like Code Geass because it takes that big fucking left turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At which point? At which point? You gotta tell me which point, because I know season 2 does a bunch of because I told you so.
Yeah, and I forget specifically like what happened, but I remember like pretty much the whole world gets turned over. Like the bunch of destruction and all that, and so now they become like the misfits. The band of misfits to regain it all. You know what I mean?
Pretty much. I'm assuming after the princess dies.
Yeah, it's after.
I'm assuming.
I'm not sure.
It was like
it's been a while since you've seen it too.
Everything
was
I'm
not sure if that's like if I agree with you there. It's like because it sounds like you're talking about the beginning with Britannia taking over Japan and giving a racial slur to Japanese people for calling them 11s.
No, that right there was the first like couple. I'm talking about when they like.
I mean, with Arthur,
when that kid that turned into a teapot died, didn't he?
What? What?
Yeah, like remember am I thinking of the same show where they turn into shit?
No.
No, you're not.
No.
There you go.
You're getting your shows mixed up.
I've seen so many fucking. Maybe I'm thinking of Guilty Crown then or something.
Oh, Travis would fight you there on Guilty Crown.
Turn into teapots.
No, there's this one kid that turns into a teapot, and like that's his only thing. And I say turn into a teapot, it's like pulls out the soul.
You're thinking of Guilty Crown.
There you go. Okay, I'm thinking of the wrong thing.
Huh.
My bad.
Okay,
but they're
That
similar.
was funny because Travis said
Travis
said he thinks he relates most to that main character. I'm like, so you're telling me that we're gonna want to throw a coup on you because you fuck things up that badly?
Yeah.
That's interesting. But I feel like we'll definitely need to talk about this more next podcast. We can definitely think more on.
I'm gonna touch up on that. What was it? Guilty Crown? What did you guys say?
The boys, Guilty Crown.
The boys, Guilty Crown.
Code Geass.
Code Geass.
Code Geass.
Oh, the Louch of the Rebellion.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's funny. He says the Louch too.
Yeah,
Louch.
I needed the Louch of the Rebellion to know what he's talking about. The guy who can control minds.
You say the Louch, you know how you pronounce a Louch.
The guy who can control minds, and to be honest, I forget the book, but I read a book that's a lot like that. Like his own power is also a burden, and he accidentally kills people by giving them these orders. And
it's not really a burden at first.
Yeah, at first, but like that's the turn that I saw coming. That's why I didn't finish it. I'm like, I already know it's gonna happen. Someone's gonna end up accidentally killing themselves because they were told to do this, and it got him killed. Or like he was gonna literally start telling people to start killing themselves. Because he does he don't like them. They're not doing things he wants, or like. And then
he doesn't do that though.
Well, yeah, but he
gloats.
He
gets the whole thing that fucks things up is he gloats.
He gets this power drunkenness. I already see the power drunkenness coming.
I was gonna say if you like Code Geass, you should finish Charlotte, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Fuck you. But
you're on your phone and shit.
But we can talk about junk food, and I don't want to watch The Boys. The Boys just is so uninteresting to me that I don't.
You know what, Quinton? I know you. It takes a very special movie or show to get you like hooked and entertained.
There were
specials good.
Fuck you.
Just joking. Like I said, I haven't seen it yet.
There were parts in The Boys that I've seen from episodes that I've sat down and watched, and I've seen parts where it's like, all right, that's cool. I guess I like that dynamic, but it's just a small dynamic that I know is gonna get thrown out the window or ignored.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they give you these cool ideas, concept stuff to keep you watching every time, but they're not gonna ever.
All right, let's just conclude the podcast and continue talking.
Yeah.
And this has been your Tinkle podcast with your hosts.
With your hosts.
Who are we starting with?
Juan
and Quinton.
Gunner.
And our special guest.
Can I have one of those Lucases?
Yes, you can after the podcast.
I'm Eli.
You can see you next time.